we've done the entrance now. So we'll go from outside to inside, because inside is where the cool things are. So yeah, so first of all, as you can see, pretty much there's a lot of some furnaces here that are pretty much only for this flying machine, so that the slime blocks don't take any other block here. This trapdoor is so that we can update the flying machine, and then this cool chair is for you to look into the beautiful Minecraft landscape. Now I've set my render distance down so that I can record this video without any lag. So yeah, and then we just go around here. Got a hidden chest, a crafting table if you want it there, and then we got some potted plants, and here we have like a industrial area. So this is our super smelter here. You put all the items you want to smelt in there, the fuel goes in there, and these metal items come out there. Now this is like a really small one, but we're on a mountain base, what are you expecting? And then this is like this is my nano farm. It's really simple to make, it's not much to it. If you want a tutorial, let me know down in the comments. I'll just show you how it works right now. You gotta get the timing right on this one, that's important, and I think I nailed it first try, pretty much. So you get some wheat. It's pretty easy to get wheat in this one. You just hold down right click and you get your wheat. You do use some bone meal, of course. You always use some bone meal. But yeah, this is not the fastest design, but it works and it's small and it fits and it doesn't look that bad. So yeah, that it meets all my criteria for being in a base. And also I've thought out something that would make it look better. Would hide this. Oh my god, that makes so much difference. Yeah. Okay. So this is the shack here. This is like an industrial area of the shack, and then we have this here, which I'll show you at the end of the video. Pretty cool, right? I don't know. It is pretty cool, honestly. So yeah, let's get into the base now. Open this thing. So we just walk here. There's nothing here. This is a small balcony, and then this here is like my defense tower to intimidate intruders. When you flick these levers, there's like arrows going out on the hill. Now honestly, this is not a really good defense system, but you just need to intimidate people. You don't need to actually use stuff. So we have this basically here that as a defense system and to intimidate people, and then we have some more potted plants here, and then we'll go inside the base now. Are you ready? So now I'm gonna go inside this base. This is a $1 million mansion. No, $22 million mansion. So let's go in. So we have a quick table here. So we don't have much real estate here, but I've tried to make it as good as possible. So yeah, we have a table here, and then quite a nice rug, a bed, and this lamp is pretty good. It's pretty interesting as well. So let's set the time to night, and as you see, so as soon as pretty much the night falls, you can sleep, and this light goes on indicating that you can sleep in the bed. You don't have to spam it. So yeah, basically that's what this light does. Now we have this light here. You can pretty much just switch it. So this is just a block swap in the ceiling, but it's quite cool. I always like hidden lighting systems. If you watch my videos, you know I love my secret stuff. So let's quickly set the time today, and let's continue with the video. So time is day, and then we have some bed here, some storage here, some furnaces, a dropper for extra storage, a chest there, and a crafting table, of course, because you need to have a crafting table in your base. And then you got a window here, some windows here, and some more windows here, which before some time used to give a quite nice view into the hills and the forest, but now we have a shack here. Doesn't matter, we got some nice flowers out there. That's what is important. And probably you missed one very important thing that is in here: the storage for all your secret items that are very valuable. So pretty much I'm gonna show you how to get them. So what you do here is you just go in here, and then you throw one redstone in there on the crafting table, and then as you can see, all your stuff starts falling in here. So as you see, it's pretty much really quick. All your diamonds will flow into here. You can take them out if you want, just shift click them or whatever, and then you see you got all your stuff here. Now it will continue until unless you just put one more restaurant in there. So this is pretty much to stop it from unloading all its items, and then you just throw all your stuff that is important to you on this carpet. It has a hopper under it, and then it just goes back into a dropper on the bottom, and then you can store up to 9 stacks of items in there. I think that's pretty good valuable item storage, and you've got a lot of storage here. You could just put more chests here if you want, but I thought the windows look pretty cool, so I left them there. And also again, you just all appreciate this ceiling light. Hidden lights are always awesome. I was trying to do something with this item frame, but then I couldn't do anything much because There was some balcony. So yeah, this is pretty much the whole house completed. Now we'll just see the redstone behind this. I knew I'll forget something, and I forgot to talk about that thing there. So this is just the cool way for me to exit my base. So if I'm standing in here, I could just go there and then just, oh no, I'm not good at jumping. Don't judge my jumping skills. Come on now. You know what? I'm so bad at I'll make it too wide, and then you can just do that. And then if you stand perfectly in the perfect place, I hope it works first time, and it did. And then that's how I escaped the base. This pretty much launches us out of there. So yeah, now let's continue with what I was saying. Hey, if you're a person who likes quick cuts and really fast moving video, now is no time for you, because now I'll be explaining everything and going over everything I've created. So let's get into the bottom section for this one. So what I have here is just a flying machine, a 2x2 flying machine. I was going to make 1x2, but then I was like, no, that's the news. I can do better than that. So yeah, I created that, but then I was like, okay, that is too obvious. I need to make it hidden. So I made this. These are basically trapdoors that take the blocks out, and then they are connected and perfectly timed. And there's a lot of redstone going on here. This green line activates this flying machine when it opens. The yellow line is connecting all the trapdoors, and it's timed perfectly there. This blue line detects when this flying machine comes back, and it has a little bit of logic here, so that you know where it is. When it comes back, you need to open and close the doors with perfect timing. These doors, so when the flying machine is going to open, you need to extend these and retract these, and then the flying machine goes. And when the flying machine returns, first, and then these close. So yeah, that's a lot of stuff going on in there. This pretty much took me like 2 hours to make. It's quite a time, and it was very frustrating 2 hours. And then what I have here is just a quick door 2x1, and that's pretty much it, hooked up to my hidden torch key. So this is, I think, the smallest hidden torch key in the world. I have designed this. I have a video about this, my advent calendar series. Oh no, I activated those. But yeah, so the torch key activates this. It's just so small. The torch key is extremely small. And then what I have here, just in case flying machine is up here and you forgot to return it, we have that second entrance there, and I just quickly go in there and show you the restaurant about in there. No, I just done the wrong thing. So I don't know my own hidden entrances now, huh? So yeah, this is pretty much it. This is where you enter, and this is not. Oh wait, no, what? So this is pretty much what we have here. It's just really simple. So we have a block stopper here. This is the thing again I showed in my advent calendar series. So the bubble elevator that I showed in my advent calendar is this one. It's the same thing, and then we just have like a delay, and it goes and hits it again. Switch it back to magma so that they can come down easily. Now this, I have a glass tube here which is pretty exposed. If you want to make it hidden, you can of course make it hidden. But I like to keep my bubble elevators made out of glass and quite exposed. And then quickly go over the other redstone things we have. So this chair does not have any redstone personally. Okay, yeah, that flying machine, it's just the basic flying machine plus some flying blocks and some stripped spruce blocks. And then what we have here is just an observer clock, and then these levers constantly power the dispensers, hence they don't always fire. They're constantly powered, they don't update, and they don't keep on firing continuously. Oh wait, I forgot to put this thing in to my video. You know what, hold on, I'll cut and add that in segment in there, and then I'm gonna switch back. Completed that segment. Now this one is just a quick TNT launcher. That's nothing special going on here. So yeah, I think I did this again in my advent calendar series. The advent calendar series, if you haven't seen it, those 24 videos, they will be really awesome for you, and they're really practical videos again. So yeah, let's talk about this now. I could have covered this. I didn't cover it. Oh come on. So I just need to do that. So this is pretty much what I have created here. The super smelter is a really basic double chest going into a furnace. Oh no, I did this again in my advent calendar series. I think it's the super smelter video, and then this one I have not done in my advent calendar series. Finally something I have not done in my advent calendar series. and it takes a lot of time to say admin calendar series. So I will say ACS. Yeah, I have not done this in my ACS. That sounds wrong. I won't say it. I don't know why it sounds wrong, but that does not have a ring to it. So yeah, this one is just pretty much 4 dispensers constantly firing outbound me, and then this one is going up and down, giving the thing a light update, and when it does not have enough light, it won't go and pop off. That is how we break it. At the back of this, we have like a stair with a waterlock stair in there, so that the water does not leak out. And that's pretty much it for the shack. And then there's nothing special going on in here. When we get in here, there's a lot of stuff. So this thing here, this bottom thing here, this bedtime timer, it's made by Mambo Jumbo. I'll leave the link to the video or the tutorial of the video of this thing down in the description. I modified it a bit, like I changed the layout, so his was like in a different way, but I just kind of make it fit in my area, so I just make it like a little smaller. And then what I have here for my secret I don't know, valuable item thrower thingy is just I have a crafting table there, and then I have this Minecraft hopper there, which goes into an item sorter. Now if you didn't know about it, you could just throw anything, and after you throw 5 items that are not redstone dust, this would get stuck. But honestly, why would you go up to a crafting table and throw stuff at it? So yeah, you know what, honestly sometimes you do that when you don't have enough space in your inventory, but you know what, just ignore that, because me smart, because I'm smart, and you can't see my face because I'm a ghost. Yeah, I'm smart, that's why we'll ignore that. So I might not be able to control this properly. Yeah, this is pretty much what this is here. And then, oh yeah, sorry, I totally forgot, my train of thought just went away. So yeah, this goes in here, the item sorter, and then what we have here is when it gives an update, we have it going through a monster circuit that goes into this, and that starts this observer clock. So when you throw it once, it pretty much puts this observer up there, and when you do it again, it pulls it down. So that's why it constantly keeps on activating. It goes into the block, gets down, powers this block. There's a dropper on it with all your stuff in there, and the hopper there just goes into the dropper, and then it just quickly fires it up into this dropper. Now I tried to do it with a furnace, but it does not work, and a chest you could easily see the dropper, and I didn't want that, so I had to go with a dropper there. So yeah, and then I'll quickly show you this. This is nothing special. It's just a ceiling block swapper, which is a little which I modified a little bit with this torch here, not in this spot. That's not really count as a modification. And then I just did that. So hopefully you enjoyed this video and you like the restaurant in this one. But anyways guys, thank you all so much for watching everyone, and I'll see you in the next one, which will be coming out on Thursday. Again, the same time that I post usually, and it will be behind the scenes. Bye bye. This week announcement. PewDiePie. I don't know if that was a good impression. I don't care. Bye bye.
Hello friends and fellow Minecrafters, it's me, Vardhan here, and today I have a showcase, tutorial and explanation of this brilliant one wide potion brewing system. Honestly, it's a great design. It's one wide, tileable, cheap, easy to build and really small. Now, if you see, the volume of this build is actually 66 blocks. That's really small. Now, the materials used to build this contraption are really easy to get. I mean, there's only repeaters and redstone torches and some hoppers. And honestly, you could build it early game as well. So it's actually a really smart design as well. So let's move on to the tutorial. So before we move on to the tutorial, I would just like to show you how this works. So you come here and press, so you can see this is empty. You press the button, the shulker box gets filled up with the potion you wanted to brew, and another one starts to brew, and that's how it works. So let's move on to the tutorial. So let's begin with the tutorial. So this is how the setup looks. We have the brewing stand there and our output there. Now this is our input block, and this needs to be a wooden button input. And then let's start with the tutorial. So you put a redstone torch behind your input block, and then you take 2 blocks and place them in front of the redstone torch. Then you take 2 repeaters and put them going out of the restaurant torch, both set to 4 ticks. Now we take another block and put them in front of the repeaters, and you put a redstone torch behind it. Then we take another block and put it on top of the redstone torch, and then we take a redstone torch and put it in front of it. Then we take another block and put it on top of the redstone torch and in front of it, and then we take a repeater going out from that block. Set it to 4 ticks, and let's put a hopper going into the brewing stand. Now we take a chest and put it on top of the hopper, and take another hopper and then put a power rail on top of it, and then we take a torch and put it behind the block, and then we take some other blocks or any blocks, and then we put it on top of this torch, and then we put a torch on top of it, and then we take another block and put it on top of that torch, and then we take a torch and put it behind or in front of the block, and then we take another block and put it on the top of this block, and then we take a torch and put it in front of it, and then we just make a quick torch tower, just something like this. So you alternate all the blocks, and then you put in your redstone torches. That's it. And now we take some droppers and put them in front of the redstone torches. Now we just go something like that, and this should be enough for your normal potions. Now what we do is take some hoppers and droppers and alternate them going into this brewing stand. So we have got the hopper there, dropper. This just saves on some iron required to make the hoppers, and it's actually lag friendly, so we do all that. Now that's the tutorial done. So now let's just move on to some quick tips, or actually needs that you need to know. You have to fill all these slots, 4 of these, with some items that cannot go into a brewing stand. Then you can use any blocks. I just have used red and blue to differentiate the circuits. And then also you can use some torches, regular torches, to minimize the lag caused by the light updates. So because we're using these torches, they cause some light updates, and you can actually use torches to minimize the number of light updates you cause, and hence making it more lag friendly. So that's just the tutorial done. Now let's move on to the explanation. Now also you need to pre-fill this with blaze powder. Now this should do around 32 double chest of potions, and that should be enough. And then you need to fill this with some bottles, but you can refill it always with the minecart. Yeah, now let's move on to the explanation. So let's move on with the explanation. Now I will try my level best to give you as good of an explanation as possible, but it's quite easy to understand anyway. So what this circuit does, the red circuit, is it takes out the precise number of bottles from here, and it puts in the precise number of bottles. So you press a button, there's a delay of the torch, and then it lets some bottles go out in the choker box. Then after some amount of delay again, it lets 3 bottles go into the brewing stand. Now let's talk about the blue circuit. What the blue circuit does, it basically fills in the ingredients into the brewing stand. So you just pre-program them, and then the torch tower just activates the dispensers, and your design just works. That is all the blue circuit does. Now let's talk about this small part here. Now this is just for convenience, you don't need to have it, but it's good to have it. So what it does is it makes it easy to fill. So when you make the design, you will of course style it. So it will be really difficult for you to come here and fill these bottles. So what it does, it just makes it easy for you to refill your bottles without going into this mess of redstone and filling up your bottles. That's just for convenience though, and it's not necessary. That's the explanation done. And now let's move on to another small segment I recorded. Now since you all have made it this far into the video, I thought it would be right to show you this kind of setup. So I just made a quick setup about how you should use this. So there's a minecart system that I talked about earlier, and this is just an infinite water source. So let me just show you how to make this quickly. So you come here, you place your trapdoor like that, and then you place another trapdoor, oopsie, just like that. Just quickly fix that, and then you waterlog this trapdoor like that, and there's it done. Now this is really convenient, so because you can just go here, then you can just take some glass bottles real quick, and then what you can do is just stand here and fill the water, and then you can just come here, shift click them, all of them into this chest, press the button, and there it goes, filling all of those chests with water bottles. Really easy, really convenient. And of course, you can find the world download in the description. Make sure you share this video with all of your friends so that they can build this awesome design in their world. But anyways guys, thanks for watching everyone, and I'll see you in the next one. Ha! Hello friends and fellow Minecrafters, it's me, Vardhan here, and today is day 7 of the Restaurant Advent Calendar 2018. And today we'll be taking a look at minecart loading and unloading system. So I'll quickly show you how the item unloading system works. So this is how the setup looks. Now I'll just quickly, as you can see, the minecart is going back and forth, and I'll just quickly put some items in there and it will stop and unload. As soon as all the items unload, it will start back again and do its work. Now this is great for item collection systems, especially in mob farms and things of that sort. Now I'll show you how the second design works. Now let us take a look at the loading system. So basically this loads this minecart, and it sends it away. So as you can see, it's currently working as it normally would. And then if I just take some items, and I just quickly split this into 8. Oh, so that's that. Okay, I just quickly put 8 in there. As you can see, this minecart chest fills up and it goes. So this is great for if you want to make item transportation systems, or if you want to link all of your farms together with a chest. You could just build this and link them all together. Again, this is how it looks. As you can see, that's how to make it. I have already shown you how to make this. So this is just one wide, so you can easily make these. So I'll just quickly explain you how these work. So the way this works are, so first one is very simple. So when the minecart comes here, it puts down an item here, and this comparator powers, detecting that item, and it just powers off this redstone, power rail, a powered rail. And then when same thing happens here, when you put some items here, this comparator detects that, turning off this redstone torch and cutting off the power to this powered rail, and hence making it unpowered, and the minecart does not move anymore. That is how both of the system works. Now let us move on to a quick and very important note. First and the foremost, I have got both of these designs from a website. I will leave a link down in the description for that. And the other thing is, the world download for this world with all of the creations we have created will be available on the 24th. So that's the final day of the restaurant advent calendar. And on 25th, we'll be taking a look at all the things we have worked on. That is how you make minecart loading and unloading systems in Minecraft. And if you want to learn how to make some really cool circuits that you can put in your redstone contraptions, and some really cool contraptions that you can put it in your redstone, your world, check out the redstone advent calendar playlist. It's in the top right hand corner of your screen. It's awesome. I will highly recommend you check it out. You can check out all of these builds, and day 4 is especially my favorite, so I think you should definitely check that one out. But yeah, anyways guys, thanks for watching everyone, and I'll see you in the next one. Hello friends and fellow Minecrafters, it's me, Vardhan here, and today I have a showcase, tutorial and explanation of this awesome custom number item dispenser. As you can see, this is one wide and it is also tileable. I'll just show you how this works. So I have configured it so that it drops 16 items. As you can see, there are 1 stack and 16 right now. And when I cause an update to this piston, it will start dispensing all these blocks at me. And soon enough, as you can see, we have 64 items left and 16 in my inventory. That is the showcase done. Now let's move on to a quick tutorial. Now let me show you how to make this real quick. So what you do, you have your dropper there, and then you take some dispensers, you put them such as this, and then you put the face going up, and then you put an observer just above 1 block of the previous observer, and then you put a piston on top of it going into its back, just like so. And then you take 2 hoppers, and then you put them on the level of the observer and put them going into each other, and then you put a restaurant block on the one on the right side, and then you take your piston and put it going into the back side of the restaurant block, such like as this, and then you take some blocks and put them just below the level of the hoppers, and then you put a comparator going out from the hopper on the right side, and then you take two blocks and put them just going out from the comparator, and then you take a piston and put it below the second block, such as this, and then you just take an observer and put it going out into that block, and that's your build done. So to just make this work, what you do is, if you want to dispense 64 items, you just take 32 just like so and put them here, and then you can fill this up with however many blocks you want, and then when you cause an update to this piston, it will work. That's the tutorial done. Now let's move on to a quite long explanation. Now let me explain this to you. So we'll start with the easiest and then move on to a little complex mechanics. So this part that actually fires the dropper is just a quick observer clock. So you just put them facing into each other just like so, and they create a quick clock that you can easily use everywhere. And this part here with the hopper and the redstone block and the piston is just a modified version of the etho hopper clock, so that I can make a one white clock which will give me the long duration. And at the end here, this is just a butted piston, so this is actually powering this block, and this piston does not realize that, and as soon as I cause it an update, it will realize it and extend, and then this observer detects it and fires this piston, puts the etho hopper clock into action, and when this is extended, this piston extends and it starts the observer clock, and a dropper fires the items out. Now let me tell you how the reset works. So first of all the items from this hopper go into this hopper, and that deactivates or unpowers this comparator, and then this piston pulls down, this observer detects that and pulls back this redstone block, allowing all the items from this hopper to go into this hopper. That also pulls back this observer, disabling the redstone observer clock, and that stops all the items coming out of this dropper. That's the reset done. Now let's move on to some ways you can use this. So this is the first and the most obvious use. So what you can do is, you can just put some items in there and then just put some chests and hoppers so that you can store all those items that will go into that dropper. And then what you can do is just put a piece of string here. As you can see, there's a piece of string there, and then when I walk through this, just clear my inventory, and when I walk through this, cause an update, and then it will give me 16 items. Now this could be food or blocks or literally anything you want, and you could even put this at 10 stacks if you really want to. Now let's just move on to another quick use. I know a lot of you love to make your quick armor recouping sessions, so when you die you can just quickly get your stuff back. So this is great for that. What you can do is just make one and then put it for 3, and then it will drop 3 stacks of whatever configuration you want of items. So that could be blocks, some food, some arrows, and then what you could do is just give this piston an update, put it a water stream here, and then what will happen is it will just drop that many items for you, and it will just work. Oh, actually I forgot to put in some items here. Just quickly put in some items just to show you all it works. So let's put some chests here, and let me just clear my inventory real quick, and then I'll just go there, cause an update, and as you can see, it does drop 16 items of each, as you can see there. Now I do understand, if you want to build this in your base, you cannot just have such a long tunnel for one dropper. So what you need to do is just put a block there, and then put 2 repeaters here, and then put a block there just behind this dropper. Or if you just want to build a standalone, you can just make it something like this, and then just walk in, get your 16 items, and run away. Yay. Now this has a million other uses, so let me know some other uses for this so that everyone can learn together in the comment section below. Just a quick note, there's not a world download for this because this is just so quick to throw down, and there's so many variations we can make with this. So yeah, remember that. Now that is a custom number of item dispenser. And now if you want to make a 64 item dispenser that you can just go in and get your 64 items, or just go through and get your 64 item dispenser, you can check the card on the right side of your screen. But anyways guys, thanks for watching everyone, and I'll see you in the next one. Today we'll be making a secret, simple starter house in Minecraft. Let's go. Hello, friends and fellow Minecrafters. It's me, Vardhan here, and today is day 16 of the Restaurant Advent Calendar 2018. And today we'll be taking a look at a secret starter house. It's also very practical. Let's start. Now, I'll quickly show you around the base that I have built. Now, this is highly customizable, so you can easily make whatever you want, but this is what I have made. So we'll start here and move our way to the back side. So I have a double chest there, and then I have a bed on top of it, which works, and I'll show you that. And then I have the piston and the restaurant block, that is just the input mechanism. And then I have 3 furnaces, which you can access. Then I have a crafting table there, and then I have 2 more double chests there. I have an anvil here and an anvil here. I have an ender chest here, a brewing stand there. I have 2 furnaces there, 2 furnaces there, an enchantment table, and then I have another double chest below that. And basically that's the whole setup done. You could even put jukeboxes, infinite water sources, whatever you like. This is again highly customizable. You could build whatever you want. You don't have to make what I have made, but if that's what you want to do, go ahead. I don't have any problems. Now I'll quickly explain you how the design works. Let us quickly go up. Yeah, let's start. Let's go with the explanation. Now there's not much to explain here, but I'll do it anyway. So what I have here is an input, and then I have a piston, a redstone block on it, which goes into a vertical double piston extender with 4 slime blocks on it and then 4 normal blocks on it. Now I did try to make it without using any slime blocks, but unfortunately it's not reliable, and sometimes you can glitch through the floor, and you don't want that to be happening, right? That's why we have used slime blocks. It also simplifies the system a lot, because then you only have to use 1 double piston extender. That's what this is, basically a vertical double piston extender, the input circuitry, and then 4 slime blocks and 4 normal blocks on top of it. That is basically how the whole system works. Like that. It goes down, and coming up is really fast, like that. Now let's move on to the nodes. This video has multiple nodes, and all of them are important, except for the one that the version for this design will be available on the 24th day of the Advent Calendar. And on Christmas, we'll look at all the designs we have worked on. Now let's start with the important notes. First of all the blocks around the slime blocks need to be, and again, need to be immovable. Because if you add any blocks that the slime blocks can stick to, your system will break and you will have problems. So remember that you should not have any of these blocks here, these blocks here, these blocks here, and these blocks here, which can stick to slime blocks. Now, most of the blocks you will use won't stick to slime blocks, but it's good to know that you don't have to put any, you should not put any blocks that stick to slime blocks in these spaces. Let's move on to the next note. Now, I told you that I'll make sure that you know that this design, this bed, you can actually sleep in it without taking any damage. So I'll quickly prove that. But first, for that, you have to set the time to night. And I'll quickly do that. Time set night. Let's do that. As you can see, it's night now, and if I sleep in the bed, it does seem to glitch out a little, but it's fine. And as you can see, it's day now, and I have not taken any extra damage. So that's it, proof that this design actually works just fine. That is how you make an awesome starter house in Minecraft. And this could be a secret base, secret starter house if you want. And if you want that, you would require a secret hidden input to activate it. Top right hand corner of your screen. Or this could be just a normal base that you build, which is hidden. Whatever you want to do with it, I'm fine with it. As long as you love it, it's good. And if you want to check out some really cool contraptions, make sure to check out the Restaurant Advent Calendar series for 2018. For example, you can check out my last video for hidden storage system. It's really cool and you should definitely check it out. And anyways guys, thanks for watching everyone, and I'll see you in the next one. Like and subscribe. Bye bye. Also, before we end, I'm recording this video for the second time because the first time the video was jittery and I didn't like the quality and I wanted to get you the best quality. So I'm making this for the second time. So let me know what you think of that in the comment section below. Do you think I should record a second video, or do you think I should just post the first one even though it's bad quality? Let me know in the comments below. Bye-bye. Hello friends and fellow Minecrafters, it's me, Vardhan here, and today we'll be starting a new series, Redstone Advent Calendar 2018. In this series, I'll be telling you and teaching you about some quick circuits you can add to your redstone contraptions. Today is day 1 and we'll be starting with comparator pulse extender. I won't be doing a block for block tutorial in this series, but I will explain you all the contraptions in depth. So let's start with the one tick input. Now quick confession before I start with the explanation. I'm recording this clip or the segment after the entire video is recorded. So when I'm editing this, I actually saw that this one is not actually working. The one that I was showing you in the previous video. So yeah, when you look at the other video, this will be differently done. I just wanted to put that out there. Now let's quickly see how this works. I give it a one tick input and then this actually delays the clock. Delays the signal. And then how this works is I have a monitor table here to demonstrate a one tick, and then whatever your signal is goes into a 4-tick repeater, a repeater set to 4 ticks, and then it just goes into 2 redstone dust, and then 4 comparators in total, 2 going in one way, and then you take the output from this block going into the redstone lamp. Now this is how this one works. Now let's move on to the wooden button input. So let's start with the wooden button input. Now this is the longest delay you can have. This is the longest input. I think it's 1.5 seconds, and this is how long it can last. So you can use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Actually 16 comparators in total, and 8 comparators going one way. And as you can see, this is almost like perfectly timed, so it does not fade out. And this lasts for a very long time. And this is a good time to mention how to make this real quick. So you take your comparators and just put them going in one direction and then the other. They need to be next to each other. And then you just put 2 redstone dusts next to each other near the input, and then on the left side or the right side, you could, or actually on the side that's in which the comparator is facing, you just put a block and then you put a redstone dust next to it going back into the other line of comparators, and then you can take the output from that redstone dust. That is how you build this, and this is the longest you can have a comparator pulse extender with a wooden button input. Now let's move on to the stone button input. So let us talk about the stone button input. Now this is a slightly shorter delay, or the input. It lasts for about 1 second, and when I press this like this, that's like 20 ticks, and then it delays the length a lot of time actually. And then you can use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 comparators, and 10 in total, 5 in one way, and I already told you how to make this. And you can take the output from the same place again. Just to let you know, you can use a total of 10 comparators. If you use any longer, it will just create a clock there. And yeah, that's like a slowly fading clock. It's useful in some cases, but we're talking about pulse extenders here and not clocks. So yeah, that's the stone button done. Also in this whole video, the redstone comparator extenders I'm showing you are the maximum you can make. Of course, you can, in the wooden button input, you could just use 2 if that's the delay you want. But I'm just showing you the maximum so you know what the maximum is. Just a quick note before we end this video, this block here actually extends the pulse and makes it longer. And if you replace this with a redstone dust, piece of redstone dust, it makes the length shorter. It's good to know that. Oh, and yeah, the world download will be available on the 24th day of the Advent calendar. That is how you make comparator pulse extenders in Minecraft. But anyways guys, thanks for watching everyone, and stay tuned for the next one. Today we'll be making 2 simple super smelters. Hello friends and fellow Minecrafters, it's me, Vardhan here, and today is day 11 of the Redstone Advent Calendar 2018. And today we'll be taking a look at simple super smelters. Real quick before we start, both of these are really early game furnaces, and they are just beginner and like just throw down and smell some item type of furnaces. They're not meant to be something that you use industrially. So yeah, keep that in mind when you watch this video. So let's begin with our first design. This is a 2 furnace design, so it basically uses 2 furnaces, and then what you do is you put all of your items that you need to be smelted.
So you put all your items in this one here, and then you put all your fuel here in this chest, and this is your output. So that's your output. So this is how basically the system works. So when you put in all your items here that need to be smelted, I'll just quickly put in some sand, and as a fuel we'll put in some coal, like that. So when I sorry for that. And when I put in the sand, it distributes it equally between the two furnaces, my bad. And then we take some coal and it is distributed as well to both the furnaces, like so. As you can see, this is 13. It has been increased by now. So this is really fast when, like, for early game speeds. But yeah, this is really good. Now let's take a look at the second design, which has 8 furnaces. So let's quickly take a look at the second design. So when I put, so you put all your items that need to be smelted in the top minecart with chest, and in the bottom one you put all of your fuel, and then you flick this lever, and both the minecarts go away, and the items start to smelt. Now this is really fast. Again, early game, very important. So yeah, it is like you do get some items really quick. So as you can see, it goes pretty fast. And even our last design is working just fine. Yeah, I think that is a good look at them. Now let me tell you how to make them and explain them. So this first design is really simple. The way it works is, when you put 2 hoppers below a double chest, both of them take out items simultaneously and thus distributing the items equally. And that is what this whole system basically is. Items distributed equally, again items distributed equally into 2 furnaces, and they smelt it and put it down into the output chest. Really nice, really fast, and of course really small. I like this design a lot. I have used this design a bunch during my early days. The second design will take a little more time, but it's pretty simple to understand. So let's start on the left and move our way to the right. So what this thing here does, this block is not needed. So what you do is you hard power this block, and then you soft power this block. Now you need to soft power this block, or you can actually even hard power this, but it's not a problem. So you cannot make something like this here, for example, because this will be hard powering this and stop items from going into this hopper and just not distributing them equally. Oh, our items are already done. That was fast. Okay, I'm getting sidetracked. Yeah, so that is what this system does. It basically is your on off to control all the minecarts going forward and backwards. And then you have to have these 2 normal rails, because then you stop them from being powered due to these. So if I just put these rails here, they will be powered, but because then, so if you have to control them, right? So if you want to control them, you put normal rails here so that you can switch them off and on whenever you want, like so. Now let me explain to you this part. So this is basically a furnace with a hopper on it, and then a rail on it, and then a hopper going out from it towards the chest. That's basically repeated 8 times here, and that's what you have to make. That distributes the items into all of these chests, and it works not chests, furnaces. And yeah, that is how the distribution works. And then this torch here is just to power both of these tracks so that they are activated. That is what this torch does. And these 2 blocks are here so that the minecart can bounce off them and go back into the direction. This chest is your output chest. Let me quickly label that for you. I will quickly get a sign like that. And now this is your output. That's not how you spell output. That is how you spell output. That is your output chest there. And this system is relatively fast. So if it's like your 5th day off in the world, I think you can pretty much make this design and get away with it. It's really awesome. Now let's move on to the favorite section, the quick notes. Welcome to the notes section. Today we have multiple notes again. So the first and foremost, as I mentioned at the start, these are not late game furnaces. These are really early game ones, and they're not that fast, but they're pretty good. Now moving on to the second note. I do really apologize to you all, because I know my voice sounds different and much worse because my cold just got worse. I don't know what's wrong with me. I just keep on making these videos even though I get like worse health. I just like making these, honestly. That were some really simple super smelters in Minecraft. If you love this episode, make sure you hit the like button. And if you want to learn some really good contraptions that you can put in your world, make sure you check out the series for the restaurant advent calendar. But anyways guys, thanks for watching everyone, and I'll see you in the next one. Don't forget to subscribe. Today we'll be making a deadly turret in Minecraft. Hello, fellow Minecrafters, it's me, Vardhan here, and today is day 18 of the restaurant advent calendar 2018. And today we'll take a look at a really simple turret. So let me quickly show you how the design works again. So as you can see, we're spitting out a lot of arrows and some fire charges along with the arrows. And as you can see, this is pretty deadly if you look at it. Yeah, now let me explain you how the design works. So this is a really simple design. What we have here is an observer clock. So that's basically two observers facing into each other. And then I have a lever here. So this lever is constantly powering these 5 blocks, and that stops them from being activated and deactivated, and in turn stopping them from shooting. So that is how the design works. So when I unpower this, they power and unpower, they're shooting out all the arrows and fire charges. Now they don't need to be fire and arrows, fire charges and arrows. They could be literally anything which is deadly and which is easy for you to farm or put in the things. Okay, now let me quickly tell you some notes. So let's quickly start with the notes for this episode. First of all, when you get a world download, you will find these 2 blocks here. Now, since we are dispensing out fire charges, there is a chance that they might go into unloaded chunks, and actually they have, and therefore I put this thing. This basically puts some obsidian like a firing range, and after you're done, you could just clear the obsidian like so. Simple and easy. Now again, these don't need to be filled up with arrows and fire charges. You could put whatever you want, but this is personally what I have put. As you can see, 2 of each. These are simple and they are really deadly if you're not wearing any armor. I think only 2 arrows can kill you pretty simply. Yeah, that are some good notes for this episode done. That is how you make a super cool turret in Minecraft. And if you like this episode, you will definitely love my previous episode. It was about an super cool and musical anvil replacer. So you should definitely check that out. And if you want to check out some really cool contraptions that you can put in your world, make sure to check out the restaurant advent calendar series for 2018. But anyways guys, thanks for watching everyone, and I'll see you in the next one. Like and subscribe. Okay, so you have made it this far into the episode, so I thought you should know, or you should get a showcase of this, how this design works. So let's just quickly do that. I just quickly go into the range, and I'm not wearing any armor, and this is not good. I died. Today we'll make a simple working shower in Minecraft. Hello, fellow Minecrafters, it's me, Vardhan here, and today is day 21 of the restaurant advent calendar 2018, and today we'll take a look at a simple working shower. So yeah, I have spiced up the design. Okay, so I'll just quickly show you again how this works. So you have to flick the lever, and then you can quickly take a shower, like so. Now this is really awesome design, and I love the way it works. Yeah, so this is how basically it works. Now I'll quickly explain the restaurant behind this. Oh yeah, of course, before that we need to switch this off like that. And now let's quickly move on to the redstone. The redstone behind this design is actually very simple. It's basically an observer clock, and then there are 2 observers facing these 2 observers in the observer clock, and then this one just simply goes into a block. That causes a 1 tick delay in its signal, and that causes this dispenser to change its power after every 1 tick, and that is alternate. So what happens is, basically this piston is getting, this not piston, the dispenser is getting powered, unpowered, powered, unpowered, and that is basically just changing the state and dispensing and retracting the water bottle and the water bucket, and that is what causes this effect. Oh, and I just simply love it. And also this particle effects, they just look like a shower to me. I don't know, it's just super cool. That is how the restaurant behind this works. And yeah, the shut off mechanism is basically when I flick this down, like okay, yeah, it might not work sometimes. It might take some tries to get that perfectly timed. Yeah, so basically like quickly change the state so that it works the next tick. So the off mechanism is pretty simple as well. That lever just goes into this block which powers this piston, which pushes this observer down. Now because of this observer you have to have a space here so that you at least get like this observer can move down here. But yeah, that is how the design works. And now let's move on to some quick notes. So let me quickly start with the notes for this episode. First of all, again, you need to have an air block here, like so that the observer can come down um after it's off. Sorry for that, all that ums and ahs. And yeah, then you can add this iron trapdoor. It looks like a drain to me, and I think it's a pretty good addition to your shower. And then again, you need to have the levers here itself. And again, this dispenser needs to be filled with a water bucket, of course, or I don't know how it would work. And then you can basically edit all of the other blocks. This does not really matter. So personally, I built something like this so that you don't see the lever at first, but then you can activate it later if you want. And yeah, if it breaks, so if something like that happens, you just quickly power it and unpower it so that you quickly changes state and shuts off. That's what this. I mean, that's the note for this episode done. That is how you make a super cool shower in Minecraft. And if you like this episode, and if you add this to your base, make sure you check out my last episode. It was a drum set, and if you like this one, you could add a drum set to your house, and it would be super cool because then you can just randomly play it and make some tunes and dance to them. And if you want to check out some really cool contraptions, make sure to check out the Redstone Advent Calendar series for 2018. But anyways guys, thanks for watching everyone, and I'll see you in the next one. Today we'll be making a trapdoor. Hello friends and fellow Minecrafters, it's me, Vardhan here, and today is day 10 of the Redstone Advent Calendar 2018. And today we'll be taking a look at a one white trapdoor. And since we have entered the double digits now, as a celebration I wanted to make something bigger than usual. So here's a special design for you all. We'll start with the showcase, and then I'll explain you the redstone, and then I'll tell you how and where you can use this. I also have some bonus steps at the end, so stay tuned. I'll quickly show you how this works. So when I open this chest, I basically fall down. That is how the design works. It's pretty straightforward actually. So but to reset it, you have to come in and open the chest again so that you can reset it, just like so. That is how you reset the thing. Now I'll quickly explain you the redstone behind this. So the redstone behind this design is actually quite repetitive. So as you can see, I'll just quickly give you all the angles because we don't make tutorials in this series. So this is the Redstone Advent Calendar series, and because this is the Advent Calendar series, I'm not making any tutorials for these designs. So I'll just try and give you all the angles so that you can build this if you want. Now I'll explain you how this works. So what happens is, basically when there's a chest over here. So a chest is right over here. I'll just quickly put the chest there. Now this has to be a trap chest, and this has to be too wide. A lot of people just make one wide designs, and I think it's way too suspicious to make like a one wide turn into a chest like so. So I think a two wide design is much better because it just looks quite normal and natural. So that is why my design is too wide. And then what happens is, when you open the chest, this piston goes down, activating this redstone line. And what that does is, so what happens first is basically these two pistons push out the block, pushing out these pistons out, and then 2 ticks later, I mean 1 tick later, what happens is these torches turn off for a brief period of time, and then they re-extend. So that turning off is basically for retraction, it's not for extension actually. So when I open this chest, what happens is the floor retracts, and now you need the 2 tick delay so that it retracts, because you cannot retract an extended piston. That is why you need to have that delay there. And what we do is we basically activate them at the same time with the same redstone line,
and this one activates 2 ticks, 1 tick later than this one, and then we mirror it on the other side. But this is not completely quiet, so when I open this chest, I can actually listen to this piston extending. So the person might get suspicious, or the player might get suspicious and might try to run back, and therefore you can actually make this longer if you want. So this can be extended, I don't know, millions of blocks if you want. So yeah, that is what this design basically does and how it works. Again, I'll quickly give you a brief on how to make this. So all of these are sticky pistons. This is all the repeaters on the bottom part are set to 2 ticks. These ones are set to 1 tick. And then I'll just quickly give you a round again. And don't forget to add these torches. They are crucial for the design to work. If you don't add them, it won't be a flush design. It will just be like a normal design, and that's not interesting. Again, yeah, I'll just quickly give you a go around. You can pause the video if you want. Okay, that's the explanation done. Now let's quickly move on to some notes and bonus tips. There are a lot of notes in this episode, and they are very important, so don't skip any of them. And let's begin with our notes. First, and the most common one, the world download for this world will be available on the 24th day of the restaurant advent calendar, and on Christmas we'll look at all the designs we have worked on. If you want me to make a tutorial on this, make sure you let me know in the comment section below. Now this tip that I'm going to give you now is definitely the most interesting one and the most useful one. Now since this design only works with two wide floors, what you have to do is make the room look bigger, and it should not look as it's like 2 blocks wide. So what you do is you take some stairs and put them like so that you give it like some space. And then what you do is take some trapdoors and put them next or on the stairs so that you give even more space. So, and you give a high ceiling to it using some slabs. And then what happens is it looks actually bigger than it is. So if I just quickly give you a comparison, I'll just quickly take out all the stairs and take out all the trapdoors, and immediately you will notice that the side looks much bigger, because it is kind of, but as you can see, this one looks much more spacious than this one. That's a very good tip, because if you have a bigger area, it would look less suspicious. Also, light it well so that it looks even more spacious. So this design is one wide, so I'll just quickly tell you what the one wide design is. It just looks basically like this slice. But the thing is, you have to connect both of these redstone dusts without any delay. So they need to activate on the same text so that this design would work. And that is what this redstone dust here does. So I connected it, and if you just want one, you can just remove all of these and it works just fine. So it is one wide, and you can make this tileable, but I don't know why you would make it tileable, because honestly this one is much better than a tileable design. Yeah, now I'll tell you about some uses for this. I'll just tell you a couple of uses, but there are hundreds of uses for this. So make sure you let everyone know down in the comment section below. So let's start. First of all, you could just make like a trap like I have done. So this is like a trap. So if someone tries to steal your items, they fall into the pit. Now you could make them fall through fall damage, or just put them into lava and burn all their items. But I would actually recommend you to use fall damage, because there is a chance that they might get your items through this, like so, and they might die with it. So if you just put some hoppers down so that they don't die due to fall damage, and I mean they die due to fall damage, and you get all your items back, and you even get their items back. So it's a positive trade for you. I don't know why you wouldn't do that. Now the second thing you could use this for is basically hidden entrance. You could use this as a hidden entrance. So normally you would have a lot of chests lying in your base, and you could just put this like 3 blocks wide, just as a special area, or just however you want to design it. And then what you could do is, even if your floor is like this big, it does not matter really, because you know where the entrance is, right? And then what you do is you just open the chest and you fall down into your secret lair. That are some couple of good reasons why you would make this design and why it excels at what it does. But yeah, let me know down in the comment section below some better uses. That is how you make a one wide trapdoor in Minecraft. And if you want to learn some really cool circuits that you can put in your redstone contraptions, and some really cool redstone contraptions that you can put in your world, make sure you check out the restaurant admin calendar series for 2018. But anyways guys, thanks for watching everyone, and I'll see you in the next one. And yeah, if you like the videos, make sure you hit the like button. And if you want to see more of these, make sure you subscribe, because it really helps motivate me to make these videos. Hello friends and fellow Minecrafters, it's me, Vardhan here, and today I have a showcase and tutorial of some item elevators. Today I have two designs for you. The one on the left is good for storage systems, and the one on the right is good for everything else. So I would recommend this for anything but storage systems, because this goes just way too fast for a storage system's ability to process items, but this one's great for storage systems. I mean, you could use this one, but this one's way faster and much smaller and easy to build, so why not this? Now I'll show you how each one of this works. So the one on the left, the sad thing is you cannot just directly put some items in the dropper. They have to come in through a hopper. So let me just quickly get some items, and I'll just put some there. Let's just put 32, and they'll start making their way up. Now as you can see, this is 1Y, but sadly it's not tileable this way. But if you want to make a tileable one, this one's a better bet. Now this one is also really slow. It's actually slower than hopper speed. As you can see, the items make their way up into the system. There's no losses and there's no item stuck in these droppers after the system's done working. And as you can see, all the 32 items come up. And now I'll show you how this works. Now this design on the right with the water is much quicker, and as you can, it does make some noise, but it's very fast. And as you can see, the items are making their way easily up here, and it's really quick, it's really fast. As you can see, all the items are shooting their way up. It's also really compact, and if you just put a block there and just extend this by one block, it is also tileable. I'll just show you how to make that later. And as you can see, it's already done. It's actually really fast. It's faster than hopper speed, and all the 64 items make their way up. That was really quick. Now let's move on to the tutorial. So let's start with our tutorial 41 using droppers. So this is how the setup currently looks. You have your dropper facing upwards and a comparator coming out of it. And then you take a block and put it behind the comparator, and then you take a redstone torch and put it behind the block. And then you take some blocks and put them below, just one block below this redstone torch, and then you just put some blocks going one block below the previous block that we placed, and then you just put a block like that, one block below the dropper, and then you put a redstone torch on top of it so that it just clicks, and then you take some redstone dust and put it like that, 3 there. And then what you do is take some other blocks like that, and then just make a torch tower just like so. Now you can make this from right y0 to right up to y till 56, and it would work just fine. And then what you do is just put the redstone torches on the blocks coming out, and then you put your droppers, and you are done. Now this will be your input. Now remember, you cannot directly put the items again into the dropper, and they will come up to this point. Let's just put a chest around here real quick. So this will be your output, and then I would recommend putting some torches here, because then it reduces the light updates caused by these redstone torches, thus reducing the lag. Now let's move on to the tutorial for this thing. So let us begin with a tutorial for the water elevator. So this is how we currently start. There's your dropper facing upwards, and then you put a soul tin on top of it, and then you put a comparator coming out from it, just like so. Now this is the non-tileable version. I just show you the tileable one after this. It's just a couple of modifications, and then you just put your piston facing upwards. Now this needs to be a sticky piston, and then there needs to be an observer whose face is towards the soul stand block, and then you put another observer whose face is towards this observer but one block higher, and whose back is going into the soul stand block. And then you can put your blocks forming a tube around the soul stand block. Now this can be any blocks, literally. There's no problem with the type of blocks you use, so you can just quickly make this tube right like this. I'll just make it with glass because it looks cool, and then I'll just put some hoppers here just like so, going into out from this, and then taking a chest and just putting it like there. And then what I would recommend is actually putting this a little higher and making a tube for this items to come here, like so, and just covering up the block with the chest like that. So this is what you should make, and then just cover the top so that the items don't fly out. And then I would actually recommend putting a slab like so, so just the items come down real quick. And then what you want to do is just remove this block and fill all of this with water sources, just like so. So it makes a bubble column like that. And then actually the way you can use this is you can just put some ice and then just break it. That's not that difficult. And now this is it done. Now this is just a smart dropper, and then it drops items into this shoe and they go up. So let's just quickly show you that. I'll just put one item, just quickly throws it out. Now actually you need to cover all of these blocks with solid blocks so that the soul thread is not split out. That's what I just missed right there. Now it will work just fine. So remember, cover these blocks around the soul sand. Now let's move on to a couple of quick modifications you can make to this design to make it even more versatile. Now with all of this the same, just to make this styleable, what you can do, okay, first of all just cover this up, and then what you do is you just put a block behind your dropper, and then you put a block diagonal to it, and then you put a comparator going out from it, and then you take a steel piston and put it like that. Actually there's an item in there, and then you take an observer going into the repeater, and then an observer just looking into it, just the same system, one block backwards, and then you put an observer right there looking at this observer and going into this sourcing block just like before, and that's your system done. So when I put my item in here, it should work. Remember, cover all of these blocks around the south sand, and that's your system done. Now let's move on to a quick tip. Now if you want to make this using this item stream, so what happens is a lot of people just use water streams instead of hoppers just to save on some iron. So you could use this item elevator with this as well. Just remember, just don't put a water source next to the slab. So what you do is you take your you keep your source in there, and then just put some ice there so that items flow, and then you put a slab or a ladder or a sign there just to stop this water from flowing backwards. And then you can put a water source here, just don't put it here because it does not work. And then when you take some items and throw them in, they will flow below the slab, up through your stream, and down into your chest. Oh, I forgot to mention, I mean, it's not that it's not really needed, it's very obvious, but you can make these things right from Y level 0 up to 256. They just really fine, really fast, especially this one. Now you know how to build item elevators for literally any situation in your Minecraft world. If you like this video, you'll surely like my previous video on a custom number item dispenser. So you could just program it to throw a number of items and it will throw it to you. That is one wide and tileable as well. But anyways guys, thanks for watching everyone, and I'll see you in the next one. Hello friends and fellow Minecrafters, it's me, Vardhan here, and today is day 6 of the Redstone Advent Calendar 2018. And today, we'll be taking a look at the smallest, one wide and tileable magic button. As you can see, this design is absolutely tiny and it has a volume of only 6 blocks. Now that is not including all the blocks that are extra. I mean, you kind of do need the input. If you count that, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 by 2, that's again 10 blocks, not that big. And so what, if you don't know what a magic button is, it's basically a floating block with a button on it, and then you just press the button and you get an input. So you cannot see the piston or anything here. So if there was a floor here, you won't even understand that something was under here. I just put all the carpets, just like so, real quick. And if I press this button, you get an input, and then you can hook this up to anything you want, a secret entrance or a hidden staircase maybe, right hand corner of your screen. And yeah, that's what the magic button is. You get an output from it, and I'll just quickly explain you how this works. So I quickly explain you how this design works. So the thing is, when you press this button, this piston is actually powered, but it does not realize this. So there's quasi connectivity between them. So we need to update this piston, and that is what this circuit does. So there are basically two observers facing each other, creating an observer clock which keeps on powering and unpowering this hopper. As you can see, this hopper is being powered and unpowered. So whenever you press the button, the piston gets an update and it says, oh, I'm powered, and then it extends and retracts when the button is not on. That is how this design works. That is the basic fundamental concept of all the magic buttons, using pistons, that is. There are some other ones that use droppers and hoppers, and I have just not made those. I kept it very simple, small, and one wide. Welcome to the quick notes section. So today's quick note is, actually there are multiple, so you don't need to actually have these blocks. They're just there for it to look fancier. You could totally just do it without these blocks. You could put any blocks there, it would work just fine. You could have half slabs, full blocks, chairs, carpets, literally anything. It just works. Secondly, the world download for this world will be available on the 24th day of the Redstone Advent calendar, and we'll go through all of these on the 25th day, that is Christmas. And that is all the notes that I have for this episode. That is how you make the smallest magic button in Minecraft. So if you want to learn very quick and really cool circuits that you can put in your redstone contraptions and really cool contraptions that you can put in your world, make sure you check out the series for the Redstone Advent calendar. It's in the card on the top right hand corner of your screen. Make sure you check that out. But anyways guys, thanks for watching everyone, and I'll see you in the next one. Hello friends and fellow Minecrafters, it's me, Vardhan here, and welcome back to the Redstone Advent Calendar 2018. Today is day 2 and we'll be dealing with smart droppers. In the last episode, we looked at pulse extenders, and in this one, we'll be looking at smart droppers. Today I have 4 designs for you. I have a top heavy one, 2 bottom heavy ones, and 1 side heavy one. So let's begin with the top heavy one. Let's quickly talk about the top heavy one. This is how it looks. As you can see, this is really small, really tiny. There's a dropper and then there's a comparator coming out from it, going into a piston with an observer on the top facing this way, and then there's another observer facing in the direction of this observer, going into this dropper but powering it. So when there's an item here, it extends and creating an observer clock and dispensing all the items out. Now this design is exactly like the one created by Pixel Drifts, so I will have to give him credit, and you can check out his video down in the description. Now let's move on to the bottom heavy design number 1. This design is really simple and it's stylable. The best part about this one is it's stylable. So there's a dropper and then there's a comparator coming out from it, going into a block with the redstone torch on its back, going into a piston facing downwards, having an observer facing the direction of the dropper, and then we have 3 observers facing in the direction of the other observer. So what this does is when it extends, when there's an item in there, this torch unpowers, retracting this piston, hence creating an observer clock here, and then this will just pass out the signal down into this dropper, my bad, and then it spits out all the items. Now let's move on to the bottom heavy design number 2. The bottom heavy one, design number 2, is much simpler and much smaller, as you can see, but the thing is it's not tileable. So as you can see, how this works is there's a dropper there, and then there's a comparator coming out from it, going into a piston facing downwards, and it has an observer facing in the direction of the dropper, like so. And then there's another observer facing in the direction of the other observer, creating an observer clock. And then there's this observer facing this way, detecting this observer changing, and then there's another observer facing this way, and that is up into the dropper, detecting this observer changing and passing on a signal into the dropper. This one is really small but not tileable, and that is the bottom heavy design done. Now let's move on to the side heavy design. Now I will admit that I did change this right now after the intro, but I just made it much simpler and much cheaper to make. So what this does is there's a dropper there, and then there's a comparator coming out from it, going into a piston facing one way. I mean, this can be easily mirrored, so you can just make it this way if you want, but I just made it this way. And then there's a piston, so I was talking about that. And then the piston has an observer facing towards the dropper, and then there's another observer facing in the direction of this observer. And like every design we have ever featured, what this does is just makes an observer clock real quick, and that just this one detects this observer facing in the direction of this observer, like so. And then this one detects this observer changing, and it's placed like so, and goes into the dropper. And this design is not tileable and is exactly like this one but flat, and this is too high. I mean, you cannot make this one high because this comparator needs to rest on something detecting this dropper changing. And yeah, that's the side heavy design done. Two quick notes. First of all, there's not a wall download in this video, but it will be available on the 24th day of the advent calendar, featuring all the contraptions we'll be working on. And secondly, I know I'm speaking very fast because I want to pass out as much information as possible in a short space of time so that you can really quickly see this video and get done with this. If you want to learn a lot of really cool circuits you can make to incorporate in your redstone contraptions, make sure you check out the card on the top right hand corner of your screen or down in the description. It will link you to the playlist for the Redstone Advent Calendar 2018, and you can see all the 24 designs there. But anyways guys, thanks for watching everyone, and I'll see you in the next one. Hello fellow school going gamers, my name is Vardhan, and today I'll be giving you a tutorial on a simple super smelter. Now this is the super smelter from my Advent Calendar series. You can check it out there for the showcase and the explanation. And because we did not make tutorials in that series, so I'll be making it now. Because there was a comment and it says like, please make a tutorial on this, but not so polite. So yeah, I'll be making a tutorial on this one. Yeah, enjoy. Also, a side note, I should be doing my homework right now, but I got bored of that. So I'm playing Minecraft and making YouTube videos. Yay! So we'll start off with 8 furnaces in a row, just like so. So we'll get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then you take 24 hoppers and put one going in on top of every furnace. And then you could put this on the back, but I'm going to put it on the front because I'm a practical Minecrafter. But I'll put it on the back at the end as like a modification. You put them all in the front now, and then you take a chest. I'm prepared. Yeah, so take a chest and then you put it like so, diagonally opposite to the last furnace and where you want your output to be, and then you put a hopper below every furnace there is. Now let's do a little bit of redstone. Now at the end of the top 2 hopper lines, you'll place 2 cyan concrete blocks, and then you're just gonna place 2 blocks like diagonally opposite to them, but just 1 block above, like higher, and then you put a lever there as you can see, and a redstone dust. You can just see that comparison. I'm also going to get these ones. Yeah. So now what you'll do is you just basically put 2 powered rails like that, and then you put these things, regular rails. They should not connect like that. Yeah, and then you just make like strips of them like this, and then you make another strip of them like this, and then you just put this rail so that all of them don't activate immediately. And now what you want to do is just put a block at the end of the rail so that the minecart bounces back, and then you come here and then you put a block there, and then you take a redstone torch, which of course I do not, and put it right there so that they are powered now. When I hit this, it will power these rails but won't block these hoppers. And now we just go and take our minecart chest and put them here, and then we are pretty much done. Yeah. So this will be your fuel input, and this will be your things that you want to be smelled.
input. Now you could expand this as much as you like, no problem with that. Now I'll quickly show you some modifications. A, to make it like really big, and B, to make it on the other side like more beautified. So to make it more beautified, first of all you need to remove all these hoppers from the front, and then you're gonna put them at the back. Now I'm doing this for the first time, so I'll be doing some live redstone. Yeah, you know I love that. Yeah, so basically this is the same principles apply pretty much, and then I'm gonna put a block there. So let's put the rails down here now, and I think we'll have to shift this torch to this side other than the other one, and then of course a block at the end as usual, and then this will make it really difficult for you to reach that chest. I mean, pretty much impossible. Hold on, I'll try and make it more efficient. So yeah, I figured it out. This is all you have to do. So you basically take a track and put it all the way back here, and then you make this kind of L shape with 2 blocks here and 2 blocks there. You extend this power rail to its maximum, that is this, and then you put a rail at the corner so that it turns, and then you just put 2 power rails here. That's pretty much it for the rails and how you lay them out. And of course you need a block at the end so that the minecart stops here, and then you can pretty much put a lever here just like so that you can activate the redstone and power it when you want. So yeah, again, the minecart with chest goes there, and this is the fuel one, and this is the one with items that you need to smelt, and this is the beautified version so that you can see all the furnaces. So you normally have your room like this, and this is going to be your output chest. Now I'll tell you how to expand it a lot. So this is really easy to tile. You just make the setup I showed you previously, and then you just remove the blocks at the end, and you just leave the redstone torch be like there at its earlier position, and then all you do is just place more furnaces and more hoppers and extend the place. So I'll just extend it like this now. So it's pretty much really simple to tile this, because you don't have to do anything, just put more chests and furnaces. Now I would recommend, I'll be making a tutorial on a perfectly timed one, and a really simple to use furnace system in the future. So yeah, you can look forward to that, and in that video I'll tell you how to properly make it, or a very efficient furnace system based on this. Now if it ever runs out of power, what you need to do is just place another block like here, and just take a redstone torch and continue that, and then you just put some blocks at the end just like so, and it will work just fine. Now you have expanded this, so if you want to make it go from 0 to 200,000, I don't know, you can make that. Yeah, spoiler alert, that won't be good. So yeah, this is how you expand the design. So that is how you make a really super smelter. Yeah, that's how you make a super simple super smelter in Minecraft. That's a tongue twister, everybody. So yeah, but anyways guys, thank you all so much for watching, everyone, and I'll see you in the next one. It's really good. Also, I know this video won't get a lot of views because it's a tutorial and only the people who really need it will watch it, but I want to be useful and I want to help you out in some way. Yeah, I think it's pretty good.
Hello, friends and fellow Minecrafters, it's me, Vardhan here, and today I have a showcase, tutorial, and explanation of the most compact 64 item dispenser. It is not only the most compact 64 item dispenser, it is also the cheapest. It only requires 8 dispensers, 1 redstone torch, and 1 redstone dust. So with that out of the way, I'll show you how it works. Oh, and yeah, it also requires 1 piece of string. I bet you didn't see that as well. Now here I have for you a walk-in one and a walk-through one. I'll just show you both of them. So what you do is you just walk into this, you get your 64 items, nice and tidy, and then you walk out. And in the walk-through one, you could just put them side by side and just do something like this, get your 64 items, and walk away. So now let's move on to the quick tutorial. Now we'll start with the walk-in one. And what you want to do is take a dispenser, put it on the ground, and then you want to put 2 dispensers going into it on all the 3 sides, just like so. All of them going into it, like that. And then you want to place a dummy block there, not clicking the dispenser, and then just put a dispenser facing down. That's it. And then what you want to do is take a redstone torch like so and place it on either 3 of these, and then you just put not a string, some redstone dust there. It makes a torch burner clock, and then you put some string there, and you are ready to go. That is it done. You can just fill all of these ones with items, and that is your walk-in one ready. So let's begin with the walkthrough version tutorial. So what you want to do is take the dispenser, put it down there, and then put 2 dispensers on either side, just like so. Actually like that, yeah. And then you want to place one on the top, just like so, and then just one on either side of it, so 2 in total. And then you want to remove all the extra ones, just like so, and then you just put a torch on either one of these, and then you put a redstone torch on top of the torch, and then you just put a string on the bottom dispenser, and it's ready. You can just fill all of these with items, and you should be good to go. Now that is the tutorial done. Now let's move on to a quick explanation. Now this machine or the contraption works on the concept of torch burnout. So when I give this torch an update, it clicks 8 times. Now just to show that, I will just put 8 blocks plus 1 in here, and all of these will be thrown out, but this one will be left. When I remove this, update, and I get my 8 blocks back, and this one remains. Now what we do is we multiply that by 8 because we have 8 dispensers, and that gives us 64. And just a quick note, I do not have a world download for this because this is just so simple, but you can always make it in just under 2 minutes. Hope you all enjoyed this video, and make sure you share this video with all of your friends so that they can build this 64 item dispenser in their world. But anyways guys, thanks for watching everyone, and I'll see you in the next one. Hello friends and fellow Minecrafters, it's me, Vardhan here, and today is day 5 of the Redstone Advent Calendar 2018. And today we'll be taking a look at the smallest torch key ever. This is an absolutely incredible design. The volume of this build is only 4 blocks. So this one, and this one, that's the volume. That's 2 by 2 by 1, that is 4. That is absolutely tiny. This is 1 wide and tileable, as I said. And of course, this is not the best version, so if you want to make it like more usable, you'll have to use it something like this. But the thing is, with torch key, there are certain things you require. One is the torch should break after you use it, and the other is you should get an output out of it. So if I just keep the observer there, I still get an output, but it's not 1 pulse, it's 2 pulses. So to make it 1 pulse, just put a repeater next to the observer set to 4 ticks. Now I'll show you how this works practically. In the last episode, we worked on a 1 wide, tileable, hidden staircase. So as you can see, this is the design here. And if you want to check this one out, check out the card on the top right hand corner of your screen. But let's just quickly move on to the demonstration. As you can see, this is our build from the last time. And if there was someone who was not suspecting anything, they would just walk past the staircase and go wherever they want to go. But we know that there's a hidden input here. So when I place my torch here, la 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 la, you all thought that the input was there because I placed the torch there. No, it was here. As you can see, our torch breaks. We can go inside, pick up our strings and wings, and just go out. And when we place it again, this door closes. This is such an absolutely beautiful combo. So you can just make this small design there. And if you want to see how this one works, I'll just quickly show you here. What I have done is made that thing, and then the observer goes into a piston with an observer. And so there's multiple ways you can make this. I just made it this way because I wanted to. Or what you could do is just take some repeaters, or actually not some repeaters, 1 repeater, set it to 4 ticks here, and put the rest dust back there, and it should work just fine. As you can see, it works just fine. There's no problem with it. So that is the demonstration done. Now let me quickly quickly explain you how this works. So I'll quickly explain you how this works. So when I put a redstone torch here, what I do is I quasi-power this piston. So on its own, even this design is enough. But the thing is, I have to put in the observer here so that we can detect it. And yes, earlier I did mention that this is only 4 blocks in volume. It is actually 6 because you have to have this block for it to work. So yeah, that's my bad. Yeah, and that is how this works. Basically, there's quasi powering, and then there's this observer detecting the block changing. That is how this design works. Welcome to the quick notes. Today we have two notes. The first one, the world download for this world will be available on the 24th day of the restaurant advent calendar, and on the 25th day, on Christmas, we'll be looking at all the designs that we have worked on. And the second note, yes, I do have a spoiler wall there. I have already made the design for the next video, and it's awesome. That is how you make a hidden torch key in Minecraft. Now this one is specific for corners. If you want to flush to the wall and flush to the floor design, I will link them down in the description. Awesome videos, check them out. And if you want to check out some cool contraptions that you can put in your world and some cool circuits that you can put in your cool contraptions, make sure you check out the Restaurant Advent Calendar series. It's awesome. But anyways guys, thanks for watching everyone, and I'll see you in the next one. Hello friends and fellow Minecrafters, it's me, Vardhan here, and today is the day 3 of the Redstone Advent Calendar 2018. And today we'll be taking a look at simple flying machines. Yesterday we looked at smart droppers, and today I'll be showing you 3 different variations of very simple flying machines. These are very versatile and useful, and this is something that you should definitely know. Let us take a quick look at how all of these work. So this is horizontal design number 1. I'll just quickly activate it. So this is a good time to mention that all of these designs are bidirectional. So they work both ways. So they go back and forth. Now let's move on to horizontal number 2. So this is a one high one, especially made for that reason. As you can see, it works flawlessly, just like so. And when I flip it up, like horizontally, so it just goes up. And as you can see, it works just fine. This is especially good for using in elevators as an elevator block. As you can see here, it works really nice and tidy. Now let's move on to some quick explanation. Now I will be explaining you the designs one by one, and since there's no tutorial, I'll go really slow and try to cover all the angles so that you can learn how to make a design. Now we'll start with this first one. So this one is basically really good for putting it in farms, like sugarcane farms. Not bad. Okay. So yeah, this one is really good to put in like sugarcane farms and stuff like that, because it works really nice. You can just add extensions to this, just like so, and just put stuff on it, and then it will farm stuff for you. It's really easy, really versatile, and it's just like good for sweepers. So if you don't have a problem with the height, this is a really good one to make sweepers out of, or just a small engine. Or if you just want to get into limestone, this is a good place to start because it's really simple, it's really basic. And the way this works is, when I push this, so we start by updating this observer, and this activates this piston, pushing this lime block forward, activating this observer, and this also pulls this piston along, and then this piston basically, so the same thing happens, but it's flipped, so that it moves itself, and it's like a caterpillar engine but with limestone. Now let's move on to horizontal design number 2. So the horizontal design number 2 is one high, and that is the best part about it. And if you have like a moat around your castle and you want to make a way to cross it, this is a great way. And occasionally you do fall over this, so what you could do is just stand on these blocks, these 4, and they don't make you fall, just like so. That is a good way to cross the moat around your castle. And the way you build this is pretty simple. I'll just give you a top-down view. This is how the observers face. I'll just give you a quick look. And these 2 blocks need to be there to make the machine more consistent. That is what I have found out from my testing. Because if you don't have these blocks, there are occasions where the machine would just get stuck on the start. So yeah, please do put these blocks there. And everything else is pretty simple. As you can see from the top-down view, both of these are sticky pistons. As you can see, this is a really cool slime block machine, and I do really love it. Now let's move on to the vertical design. So the vertical design looks like this. As you can see, this is just the vertically flipped version of this, as I just said. And so the observers, this one is facing downwards and this one is facing upwards. And I'll just show you how this works real quick. Now this is also one wide. So when I update actually this one, so if you have an elevator, you could just update that one and it will send the elevator up. And so this is a proper slime block flying machine. And if you do have like an elevator in your base, this is a good way to make it. And if you really want to get it into limestone, this is a great way to start, because It's a simple slime block elevator that you could put anywhere in your base. Just remember to put all of these blocks near the slime blocks to be either glazed terracotta, or you could have immovable blocks like obsidian or furnaces, droppers, etc, etc, etc. And that is how this one works. Just take another look at how to make this. This block does not need to be there, but I think this looks better and makes this more consistent. I mean, you just stand on these two blocks instead of standing on one block, which is really good. And yeah, that's just how to make this one. It's time for the quick note segment. Now, I seem to add this in all of my videos, so let's just make this a thing, the quick notes section. So today's quick notes are, first of all, as you can see, there's a spoiler wall behind me, and I have already made the contraption for the next video. And by the way, it's awesome. It's really cool, really compact. I think you should definitely check it out tomorrow. And the other thing is, as always, the world download for this advent calendar world will be available on the 24th day of the advent calendar, that is 24th of December. And we'll take a look at all of these contraptions on the 25th of December. So stay tuned for that. That is how you make simple flying machines in Minecraft. And if you want to learn how to make really cool smart droppers in Minecraft, check out my last video on the top right hand corner of your screen. And if you want to learn how to make some cool contraptions to put in your world and some cool circuits to put in your cool redstone contraptions, make sure you check out the playlist for the redstone advent calendar, also in the top right hand corner of your screen. But anyways guys, thanks for watching everyone, and I'll see you in the next one.
Hello fellow Green Gamers, my name is Vardhan, and today I'll be explaining how a shulker box loader works and how to make them. Let's start. Before I waste anyone else's time, I just want to accept or tell you that this video is about how to make your own one and not the best and the most efficient design, because if you want those, you can just go to some other video on YouTube. This is not the one for you. I don't want to waste your time. But if you want to learn how to make your own shulker box loader, this is definitely the video for you. So keep on watching until the end, and I guarantee you will know how to make it for sure. And if you're wondering what is behind me, top right hand corner of your screen, and you'll know what it is. So let's start with the fundamentals. What is required absolutely every time. First, to check if this hopper is filled. Now there are different ways in which you could use like hoppers to test it out, and if it's filled, but we won't get into that. We just make simple ones so that you understand the concept. We have a comparator coming out from there, which will check if it's full. Then we of course have a hopper that feeds into this. Now this could go on any side, does not matter, but it has to feed some items into it and some items out of it. But if you keep it like this, they will just go from here and come out here. That's not much use. That's not of much use to us. We won't have that. We'll have some different configuration. But yeah, and then of course at last we'll of course have a piston that breaks this. Now usually you put a normal piston here, but if you in special cases you could use a sticky piston with a block on it. That works just fine. So yeah, now I'll explain you how to make one, which is really simple, and I'll explain you all the fundamental concepts. I knew I would forget something. I forgot the dispenser that goes right there, which dispenses the new shulker boxes. And in the last clip I said the fundamentals. I meant how to make a really basic one that works just fine, and you could just change how it works later if you want to. Now let me quickly demonstrate how it will work. We have white concrete there. Let me just take it out of that. I have been duplicated, and as you'll see, it slowly gradually fills up, and when it's done it will quickly break and dispense another one of these empty shulker boxes. Now let's quickly watch it do that. We've got a couple more, and as you'll see, 64 and it did not break.
Hey, now you're like, hey, Vardhan, you made a mistake and it does not work, so you're not good at this.
I am pretty good at this. I have made these things, and I've even made one-white versions that I do have somewhere in my saves folder. So yeah, I'm pretty good at this, but
Mistakes happen, everyone makes mistakes.
I was trying to be smart and try and make it compact for you. It went wrong. I'll just do it the traditional way, like I usually do it. So yeah, let's quickly use some soul sand instead of the slab, and use my normal trick where I just fill a container almost full and take a comparator output and then subtract it there. Now it should just work just fine because it is the traditional method now. And yeah, if you're wondering how I did that, I just picked this shulker box directly with these contents. Control middle click is the way to go. Now there's some concrete in there, and as you'll see, it will go pretty fast. And that just works. We need to place a block there. So as you'll see, this works just fine. There are occasionally some boxes coming out, but I'll tell you how to make it lossless and all that stuff like in a bit. Yeah, this is like the fundamental. As you can see, it works just fine. Now let's make it better. So yeah, after trying all that, I reach here. So basically, this is a well optimized one. You won't lose any sugar boxes with that. It's pretty quick, and this will surely explain you how you can make it in your own base with your own restrictions. So yeah, let me quickly tell you what I've changed. First of all, I changed this hopper replacement. If you keep it there, there's a chance that it won't go down, and your hoppers or your sugar boxes might get lost with 27 stacks of your items, which is definitely not good. And then I've just quickly changed the timings. I used this instead of using a restaurant block and not being over smart. I don't know if I cut that out of the video, but if I did cut, now you know what I did. So yeah, basically this is what I have done here. Also, I am using this enclosure for my boxes, and as you'll see, this is pretty reliable, just like that. As you can see, it works just fine. It goes there. Previous test residue. As you'll see, we can just quickly fill all of this up, and we'll get that filled up as well. Now, this is a design that could easily work in your own base. We run out of white concrete, no problem with that. I could just quickly do that, and as you can see, it works fine and great. Now you understand how to make it in your own base with the modifications that you require. What I have done here is just put it there because of quasi connectivity. This piston, also not quasi, but powering. This piston is powered by this redstone dash, and then I just put a little bit of delay here for this dispenser. You don't need it, but I just put it there for good measures. And now this is filled, so it won't collect anymore if I just throw one out like there. If you collect it, that's not a problem. So yeah, now you understand how to make these. Now I'll try and explain it at a really basic level for anyone who did not understand it then. But yeah, that's pretty much what we'll do now. So let's start with a really basic explanation. So I'll be speaking really slow so that you can get everything absorbed in you. I'll be explaining what every block does so that you understand what's going on, okay? So let's start simply. Let's start with the top. This is the hopper through which your items can go in. Now you can place it literally anywhere, but it should go into this sugar box there. Let me just quickly an empty sugar box to demonstrate. Yeah, this is where your hopper is, which will put all the items into your sugar box. And this dispenser is what pushes back the sugar boxes, a new one. So this has to be a dispenser. No other block can do this. So yeah, put a dispenser there. Now this hopper here is one block out. Now you could easily now if you want to be really careful, you could just put a block there and use a sticky piston there, but I think the odds are really slim that the sugar box will have a weird random momentum and get stuck on that block. So yeah, you won't have any problems with that. Excuse me. So when you're done with this, basically your sugar box get pushed here and they fall into this hopper, and this is where you will collect them simply. And then here you have a block here. Now basically, if you don't know about comparators, you can sense the thing coming out from power coming out, or the fullness of a comparator, and they transfer it as a power, and then they can even do that via a block. So I placed a block here because if the piston breaks it and then it gets some momentum and it goes here, that won't be good. So yeah, but you can replace that and make it smaller if you want. That's not a big deal. In fact, I'll just quickly show you how to do that. It's not a really lengthy process. Just put on subtract mode, go down, do this, it's all back one block, and simply you're done. Like so. Second, let me get a repeater here. As you can see, we made it one block smaller. Now there's a chance that this could go into an undesired place. That is this here. look like that, but that's, I think, pretty slim again because of the way the piston is put in. But you never know with Minecraft, anything can happen. Let's see if it happens like that. Oh, come on. But yeah, I think there's a slim chance. But if you don't really care about your choker boxes, which I'm pretty sure you do, you can place a block there and make it that way. Yeah. Now let me explain you what this is here. This is basically the logic circuit for breaking it. What we're doing here is we have a choker box here that is almost completely filled. And if you don't know how to switch to spectator mode directly, that's F3N. You can directly switch from creative to spectator and back like that. So yeah, as you can see, this is barely full. And when you have that, that gives the power to this comparator. And this comparator is on subtract mode, so it will subtract the power from there and here. And because this is more, it will power one power. And then what we'll do is basically, now you could have it on really low, but then that does not work very well. So when this is 1 power, this will have power of 1. On F3 menu on the right side in the target block, you'll see power 1 right about there, as you can see. So really, when this is power 1, this repeater makes it stronger, that makes the power stronger, and it goes here. And then this quasi powers this piston, as I told already. Now, if you don't want to do that, you can place a slab here, but you have to do it. But because if you want to be a better redstoner, if you have this problem, you can just put a slab there and it will work just fine. Your piston won't get bad powered. Now that's a slab on the upper side, or on the bottom side, you can put a redstone there. And then what I do is loop the redstone round and power this dispenser with a repeater. Now you don't really need to have a repeater, you can even have redstone dust. The repeater just makes it like a bit slower and it works better, because if it fires on the same tick, it won't function. Let's see if that's true. Let's see. Let's test it out. Some live redstone is pretty good always. So let me just quickly fill one up here. Let's see if that works. Yeah, it does work, so you can have it. Oh no, it's the repeater there now. Oh, my brain just stopped functioning there. So let's see if this works. Yeah, it clearly does not work if you have it on the same tick. So you need to have a repeater here. That just makes it better. Now the block here is just that this is powered, and then you can just have a hopper here to fill all your choker boxes. This is where all your choker boxes will go, not like that, but like this. And now this has some white concrete in it. So yeah, and then these blocks are just for enclosure. That's why I put glass here. Even this block is for enclosure. This block is for enclosure. This block is also useless. No restaurant importance there. But yeah, every other block is restaurant important. So yeah, this is how every block here works. I dissected everything down for you, because if you don't know anything, now you know what every block does, and you can make it in your world. Now if you have restrictions on that side, you can easily flip it here. You just need to have such blocks down here. But yeah, the point of making this video is that you can make your own choker box loader. And if you do understand it, do let me know down in the comment section below that you did understand it pretty well, and this video helped you. That would be of great importance. And if you make me really happy that I did change someone's day and made them good at redstone, out of redstone contraptions on redstone, that's really difficult. Even I'm not really good at it. So yeah, if I didn't help you out, let me know down in the comments, and also tweet at me. I have a Twitter for all of you who don't know. So yeah, this is how this thing works. So I hope you understood how my redstone, how a choker box loader works. And if you want to get to know or what a small world tour of the ones that I have already made, but they're okay, spoiler alert, they're really bad because I didn't understand them well. But after experimenting a lot, I did understand them pretty well, and now I can explain you how they work. So yeah, if you want that, let me know down in the comments. But anyways guys, thank you all so much for watching, everyone, and I'll see you in the next one. Keep on making these restaurant contraptions. And don't forget to put this on subtract mode, or it stopped. Today we'll be making a hidden storage system. This is one wide and super quick. Hello friends and fellow Minecrafters, it's me, Vardhan here, and today is day 15 of the restaurant advent calendar
2018. And today, we'll be taking a look at a hidden storage system. Before we start, this design is one wide but not tileable. So let's begin. So I'll show you how the design works. So what you do is you flip the lever and you get your 3 chests right there. So this is a 3 high design, so it can move up to 3 blocks, and as you can see, it's pretty fast and flush. I mean, it's not flush, and it is flush, but it's also perfectly timed. As you can see, this is a really simple design that you can easily duplicate again and again, and you don't need to keep these iron blocks. They could be literally any solid block, and again, solid. This could even be like bookshelves. So if you want to make them look pretty, like so, you can just replace them with bookshelves and they work just fine. And you could do whatever you want with this. You could just keep this plain wall, add some cool stuff to it. But the point is, it's a really cool hidden chest system. Now I'll quickly explain to you the design. Let's start. So one slice of this contraption is 36 blocks, that's 4 by 9, not including the block you place the redstone on, because you don't need to have redstone here. This could literally be any block which you cause an update to and the observers can detect it. So yeah, remember that. So 36 blocks per slice. Now let's quickly begin with our explanation. I'll go really slow and explain everything thoroughly, and we'll start from the bottom and move our way up. So what this thing at the bottom is, basically everything till the floor level, it's basically a semi-hipster door. So it is a semi-hipster door, and the design is made by someone else. I don't remember their name, so I'll put their video in the top right hand corner of your screen. If you want that, check it out, but I'll just quickly give you all the angles so that if you want to make it, you can make it easily, just like this. This is basically a semi-hipster door, and this takes out these 2 blocks. This is a really great design, by the way. Definitely you should check it out. And then what happens after that is basically this observer detects this piston changing, and it throws up, it activates this piston, which throws up the observer once and then pulls it back down. And then only once this piston gets powered, because there's only one time it could be powered because there's only 1 block there, and then it spits out its block. So it's basically toggling. That's what is happening. It's basically a T flip-flop here. It's like a short pulse T flip-flop, really. So it's like a monostable next to a T flip-flop. That's what this thing is basically. So yeah, that is how the design works. Now you cannot use a block here, because then it will just quasi power this piston and just create a clock, and it's not good. It's really ugly when that happens. So yeah, that is how the design works. If you want to see how the design works from the side angle, I'll quickly activate this design, and then you can see how it works. And yeah, before that, this area here is just the activation circuit. You could make this however you want. You could even add a hidden torch key input right hand corner of your screen, and that should work just fine. So again, just take a look if you want to, like so. Slow down the video if you really want to get into everything that's happening, and like that. I'll just wait for the final time, and that is how the design works. Again, if you want to take screenshots, this is your chance. Let us quickly talk about the notes for this episode. Let's start. This is just a decorative note, but you should know this. You can put slabs or stairs or any transparent block above the chest so that you cover the block, but then you can also open the chest like this. So you can open it and it does not look like there's a block up there. It's really neat and tiny detail that you should know. Also, yes, I did spruce up this design, pun intended. Yeah, let's move on to the next tip. You can use whatever thing you want here to cause an update. It does not need to be redstone or literally anything that updates is fine. Just remember that. That is how you make a super cool hidden storage system in Minecraft. Now this design is one wide, and you can make millions of these modules going to either end of the world, and it will work just fine. You know what? Even if you make 10 modules, send me a or screenshot or a photo on Twitter. I'll be really happy to see that. If you do that, make sure you send it to me. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching everyone, and I'll see you in the next one. Also, check out the Advent Calendar series in the top right hand corner of your screen. And make sure to subscribe and like. Bye-bye. Hello, friends and fellow Minecrafters. It's me, Vardhan here, and today I have 101 reasons why Minecraft is the best game ever. One of the major reasons to play Minecraft is because it's a 3D canvas with practically limitless space, and you can build whatever you want. It's not only a very fun game to play, it also teaches you life lessons like how to manage your resources. One of the major reasons I love Minecraft is because of the community. It is just so good. The people are so helpful and nice to each other. I don't think any other game even comes close to the level of unity in the community. Minecraft is a game which never gets old. I mean, I have done this starting the game like a good 200 times by now. I have played more than 200 survival worlds and I never get bored of it. I just start again, get some resources, kill some animals, dig up some dirt maybe, and start mining. It never gets old, and it's just so interesting every time because of the variations there are. The best way to keep a game fun and enjoyable is to keep updating it, and Minecraft does this very well. There are like 2 updates an year, and they bring about huge changes in them. And that's what I love about Minecraft. Minecraft is limitless. You could build whatever you want, whenever you want to, without any restrictions. Minecraft is one of those games that everyone can play, no matter what your age is or if you have any disabilities. It's just a game for all. In Minecraft, you can literally do anything that you could do in real life. You just need dedication and patience. For example, you could drink water, eat some food, look at animals, build whatever you want. Literally anything you could do in real life could be done here. Even things beyond that, something that you won't see in real life, can be done in Minecraft. I mean, look at this. In real life, this is supposed to fall flat on the ground. But in Minecraft, it works. And that's what makes this game so great. One of the reasons that make Minecraft so good is the YouTube community. I mean, there are literally millions of tutorials on YouTube for Minecraft. You could learn redstone, building, command block stuff, and literally anything you want right here on YouTube. The thing I love in Minecraft the most is redstone, and it is what I enjoy in Minecraft. And if it were up to me, I would add up 50 reasons for this. Just redstone gives you 50 more reasons why Minecraft is so great. And yeah, actually, Minecraft is the best game ever. I mean, look at redstone. Talking of redstone, Minecraft is a great brain stimulant. When I play Minecraft, I just feel so good and my brain is stimulated. It makes me feel happy, honestly. Minecraft is a really customizable game. You could play survival, hardcore, creative, and adventure mode. And you could even change the world, super flat, and customize that. And it's just so much customization. It feels so good because you could just create a million different worlds and play in them and never get bored of it. To make any game interesting, it needs to have variations. And Minecraft has a lot of them. I mean, look at this. That's so hard, that's so low. There's rivers, water bodies, and there's flats, flowers, animals. And there's just so much variation in Minecraft. It's never the same old, always something new. To make a game fun, it needs to have dynamics, and Minecraft has a lot of them. Look at, if I just look around, there's sheep there, and soon they'll eat grass. There's some cows there, some pigs there, some horses, they're wagging their tails, and then there's lava flowing down, water flowing all over the place, and there's just so much dynamics, and it never makes the game like ever before. Every time you play the game, every second of it is dynamic, it's different, it's something new. One of the reasons I love to play Minecraft is because of farms. I mean, you could build ridiculous farms like this. An iron farm which takes around about 10-15 hours to build and set up. Or you could build these kind of farms, these tiny, teeny tiny farms which take minutes to set up. I mean, farms make Minecraft a lot of fun. And I don't think there's any other game in which farming is so important and gives you so much pleasure other than Minecraft. One of the reasons Minecraft is so much fun to mess around with is because of all the Easter eggs. For example, if you name a sheep Jeb, it changes its colors. Or if you shear a snowman, it reveals his face. And that's pretty fun, just messing around and finding Easter eggs. There are a million things you could do in Minecraft, and machinima is one of them. Writing some scripts, playing it out with your friends is so much fun. I mean, if you search machinima, you get a million of these, and it's just so inspirational to watch these, and they're also fun. Bugs are in almost every game, and sometimes they are what make a game fun. I mean, Minecraft has a lot of them, certainly, but it does not stop it from being a fun game. And all of these bugs are actually, people like the bugs because they exploit it and make farms, but at the same time, when they are patched, it's so much more fun to create something that works legit. Something that makes a game good or great are the mods that are available for it. And for example, Minecraft has literally thousands of mods for it, and you could change everything, and the developers give you an opportunity through the data packs. Now, data packs are really easy to edit, and you could create your own mods really quickly and easily. And that's what's great about Minecraft. There are a lot of mods. They could be as subtle as Optifine or as crazy as a total game changer, like this Emerald Tools mod, for example. I think we all love Minecraft physics because it has this no gravity thing. I mean, of course, there are exceptions like sand and concrete powder, but almost all the blocks have no gravity. And this no gravity makes it so good to build, flying structures and great terrain, and it just makes the game so much more fun. Yeah, I think we all love no gravity. Minecraft is a very interesting game. It has a lot of biomes, and by a lot, I mean these many. I mean, look at these, so many biomes there. I mean, you could just travel along for ages and ages and not even discover all of these. I mean, just look at this. There's swamps, there's cold, there's hot, there's plains, there's mountains, there's mushroom biomes. I mean, there's literally everything you have in real life, but in Minecraft, which is much, much better. People tell that there's no action in Minecraft, and honestly, if you look at PvP, it's just so good. I mean, there's so much action, and clearly I'm not really good at it, but if you know what you're doing, oh yeah, I got a kill, I think, oh yeah, man. I mean, it's so much fun. Minecraft is a really good stress reducer. I mean, you could just break some blocks if you want, place some new ones, build something interesting, or if you just are really angry and stressed out, you could just place some TNT and blow stuff up like this. Yeah, oh yeah, that feels really good. Blowing stuff up. Yeah, I know. Try it. It's really good. When you play Minecraft a lot, you come up with these sort of designs, these huge builds that could keep you engaged for hundreds of hours. I mean, I think this took like more than 500 hours to create minimum, and that is easily an understatement. And of course, huge builds in Minecraft are a thing that make it so good and so enjoyable. When you get bored of playing Minecraft alone, you could join thousands of servers online and play with people all over the world and have fun with them. I mean, I'm playing on Hypixel right now, the Bedwars lobby, and there are so many people joining. So many people every day play here and enjoy together. Minecraft servers are a lot of fun. If you play Minecraft for literally 2 or 3 years, you will get bored of the textures and want to get something new, something exciting. And Minecraft is a game that allows you to do that. You can change the texture and it changes the whole look of the game. You could have different skies, you could have different skins, You could get different swords, different food items, different sky. I mean, this literally could change everything in the game, and the game looks so fresh. And you could start again, and it won't look like Minecraft. It would look something different. It would look so realistic, or it could look pixelated. It could look Zelda-like. I mean, different things could be possible, and that's all just in your texture packs. If you look at YouTube, a lot of Minecraft YouTubers do Minecraft Let's Plays, survival Let's Plays, and at the end or on some milestone episode, they do a world tour. And it's so much fun looking at their video and seeing all the progress they have done. I mean, it just inspires me to go and make my own survival world and create some good builds and then do a world tour myself and show the world what I have created. The thing that makes a game great are the creatures or the things that move in it. And Minecraft has a lot of mobs. I mean, there are bats, there are fishes, there are horses, there are cows, there are passive animals, there are aggressive animals. There are some animals that aren't even listed here, like snow golems or iron golems. There are a lot of mobs. And then there are the villagers. I mean, these things deserve their own spot because they just add so much life to the game. You could trade with them, they do farming, they do different kinds of work for you. And these things make Minecraft a lot of fun. Yeah, villagers, yeah, you do get a special mention. When you play a game for literally 6 to 7 years, you just become a pro at it and you become so good that you just can do everything subconsciously and you don't have to think about it. But with Minecraft, you could actually just play challenges. That you could do the no armor challenge in which you try to defeat the ender dragon without jumping. And there are so many other challenges that you can do, and this keeps Minecraft fun forever. I don't think you'll ever get bored of it. Speaking of challenges, you could do the skyblock challenge in which you only get a small island in the sky and you have to make do with it. You get some resources to start off with, and then you just see a small island there for sand, and then there's another island, and that's all you get. So pretty much you have to manage your resources and work carefully to get success in this kind of game mode. Actually, we kind of did go over this topic already. This comes under redstone or the bugs. So these are the block update detectors or the buds. So in the olden days, we used to use something like this. So these are the block update detectors. So when I give this piston an update, it extends, and thus extending this redstone block and giving us a redstone update. And the response to that by the developer team of Minecraft was to introduce the observer. Now this is the same thing as a bud, the traditional bud, but this is just a more official way of doing it. As you can see, it does work the same way. Now one reason Minecraft is really good is because of this block. Now this is the command block. Some people hate it, some people love it, but in my opinion, it just adds to the game. While we are on the topic of command blocks, I would like to just share that Minecraft is a great way to introduce kids to programming. We kind of did touch on this topic previously with the huge builds, but huge builds can be bad looking, but they are still good because they're huge and the scale is so high and it takes so much effort and time to make them that they are a special thing on their own. But beautiful builds like these, as you can see, this is a beautiful build, can be even really small or they could be huge, but they're just so good to look at. I mean, doesn't looking at this give pleasure to your eyes? It makes me feel good, certainly. So yeah, in Minecraft, you can build beautiful things. And that is why Minecraft is the best game ever. Keybinds in Minecraft are amazing. You can change them to whatsoever you want with them. But there's a certain key I love in Minecraft. And I think all the Minecrafters share this love for this key. And that key is the shift key. I think all Minecrafters love it. So yeah, that's the thing that is really good about Minecraft. One of the other reasons Minecraft is so good is because of its world generation. I mean, as long as you don't have the same seed, you get a different world every time. You could customize your world into so many different things. And look at this. This is such a beautiful build and it's just done by the world generation. So yeah, the Minecraft world generation is beautiful, and that is why Minecraft is such a good game and it's the best game ever. Look at this. Yep, we're there. the nether. Some people love it, some people hate it. It's trying to kill you. But I think we can all agree that nether is one of the reasons why Minecraft is the best game ever. Honestly, I was not looking forward to recording this segment, but yeah, one of the reasons Minecraft is so good is because it has parkour. Now, it is kind of difficult, but I've made this course really easy for myself, and I think we can all agree that parkour does add to the value of Minecraft. I mean, it can be frustrating at times, but when you just do it with your friends and just do it for fun, it's kind of enjoyable. Earlier, I was talking about the world generation, but can we all just appreciate the breathtaking terrain Minecraft generation makes? And just look at this, it's just so gorgeous. I mean, you have not even started building on this, and it already looks so good. Wow. Elytra is a fairly new addition to Minecraft, and it's so good. It's so what you could do is just jump off a cliff and just fly around the world. You could use rockets. You could just enjoy the world around you and look at the beautiful terrain, or just go from one point to other really quick, or just go through stuff and enjoy your time. It's a really good addition. The three things I love in Minecraft are redstone, farms, and storage systems. And hence this point, storage systems. Storage systems in Minecraft are so much fun to build, and they just make it so much easy to play Minecraft. They just cut down on so much time you waste just looking for items. You could just make a storage system for all the items in Minecraft, or just put down a couple of chests and put some item frames on top of them as a sorting system or a storage system. It just depends on what your needs are, but anyways, storage systems are great fun to make, and they just make Minecraft so much easier and so much more pleasurable. I think we have all dreamt of going back in time and doing time travel, and Minecraft allows you to do that. Not literally though, but you could go back in the Minecraft versions. So all you need to do is go to launch options and switch on the historical versions, create a new configuration, go to the versions tab, and you could literally play the first versions of Minecraft like alpha and beta. And I don't think there's any other game that allows you to do this. Minecraft is the best game ever, right? The end. The last dimension you go to in Minecraft to complete the game. There's the Ender Dragon there, you can find Enderman there, and it's just so much fun defeating the Ender Dragon and winning Minecraft. What it's called, winning actually. And then there are the end cities. These are the last parts of a Minecraft world, and you get a lighter here, you get shulker boxes, and it's so much fun fighting here for all of those. Yeah, these are pretty fun actually. Number 46. Bases. You could build a ton of them. They could be really big, really small, and they could be anywhere in the world, but bases keep Minecraft fun. Number 47. Everything is beautiful in Minecraft. I mean, even these villagers look good in their own way. You know what? We gave a special mention to the villagers. We must give one to the creeper. Okay, another good reason, amplified terrain. I mean, look at this. Gorgeous. Reason number 50, skins. There are a lot of them possible in Minecraft. And hold on, I'll give you the exact number. It's 3.06 into 10 to the power 26,845. Oh my god, that's huge. 51, in-game games. There are a lot of in-game games already made in Minecraft. Now these ones are only the ones on Hypixel, and you can see the number of them. I mean, there's Bed Wars, Egg Wars, Belief, TNT Run, Prisons, and you could even make like a single player one. And the one I like, Build Battle. And speaking of Build Battle, pixel art. Some people hate them and some people don't even consider them builds. But you know what? They look beautiful and you can make them in Minecraft. Minecraft is the best game ever. Yep, it's probably time for it. TNT cannons. Everyone loves them. Sometimes they go very wrong. But every time and any time, they are a lot of fun. Reason 54, Slimestone. With these, you can actually make stuff that moves in Minecraft. Note block songs. Now, I'll just do a quick one, but there are some really awesome ones out there that you should definitely check out. But you can do something like, I don't know. I just like making these. And if you want to build this drum set, you can check out my restaurant advent calendar series. I think this is episode 20. I'm not sure though. But yeah, this one is really good. Reason number 56, survival mode. I mean, this is the game mode I enjoy to play. Not the most, definitely, because I like creative mode more. But I do love to play in this mode because once in a while, because it gets fun and sometimes creative mode gets boring. And you just like to go to the good old-fashioned survival mode. Oh boy, it's coming. Nostalgia. I mean, when you look at old worlds, you just hit this wave of nostalgia. And I think this one is from 1.10, if I'm not wrong. But yeah, this one is one of the builds, the big builds I have done. And if I go down, I have even made like a good basement to it. So it's like you could have a tunnel system, some traps, some things to explore. And if you want a showcase of this world, I would love to do it. Let me know down in the comments if you want one. Number 58, piston doors. Now I know this is not kind of a piston door, but it's a hidden staircase door. And this is something I love what I've built. This is from my advent calendar series again. Links in the description and on the top right hand corner of your screen. But yeah, piston doors are a lot of fun to build in Minecraft, and they always entertain you and make you happy. So yeah, I personally don't play them as much, but adventure maps are a great deal of fun. Roller coasters, they're really fun, and you could build huge roller coasters or small ones. And this one isn't particularly a big one. What? Okay, whatever. Swiftly moving on from that one, the next 61st reason is external tools. There are a lot of them. You name it, they have it. MC Edit, circle generators, loads of them. Minecraft has a lot of useless features. They're not particularly useless, but they're unnecessary. But you know what? We love them. Like this polar bear. It does not do much, but it's cute to look at. I mean, honestly, when you say it's cute, oh boy, that's cute. Hey, to want some food? I don't know. But there are a lot of them, but we all love them because they're useless, but they're great. I don't know how that works. Oh, I've been waiting for this one. Our Minecraft developers. They're awesome developers because they listen to the community and add the wanted features. While they do take away some of our loved bugs, but you know what? That's correct. And they're really helpful and great. And they also give us a lot of sneak peeks. And they keep the game going. And for sure, will make the game a 100-year game. Cue the real talk music. In Minecraft, no one is a permanent loser or a winner, or even a temporary one. Because whatever you do, as long as you're having fun, that's what matters. And you could just place a dot block and be a winner, or you could just stand there and AFK for your whole Minecraft career and be like, oh wow, I'm satisfied. Because there's no winning or losing in Minecraft. People say defeating the Ender Dragon is the way to win Minecraft. I say no. As long as you're having fun, you are a winner. Back to Minecraft, there are advancements which teach new players how to go about Minecraft. I mean, earlier we used to have achievements when I started playing Minecraft, but now they have advancements, and it's a good way to start or learn how to play Minecraft. Reason number 66, self-sustainable ecospheres. In Minecraft, you can create a lot of those, and it's really easy to create them if you know what you're doing. Minecraft has a lot of music, and it's wonderful. I mean, I'll just show you all the music we have. First of all, we have like normal music, weather, hostile creatures have their own music, players have their own music, even the commands have their own music. No blocks, normal blocks, friendly creatures, and the normal sounds you hear going through the environment. It's wonderful. Number 68, mining. It is really satisfying and enjoyable to do mining in Minecraft. It's just so much fun. Minecraft is almost on all the platforms you could think of. There's a PC, Mac, Linux, I mean Windows actually. And then there's Android, iOS, Windows phones, Xbox, Nintendo, Gear VR, Fire Stick, Fire TV, Fire OS. I mean V, and there's even a Pi edition for for Minecraft. It's an education edition, and you name it, they have it. Minecraft is everywhere. I told you Minecraft teaches you a lot of things, and there's a version for that as well. Minecraft Education Edition. It teaches you all the basic stuff. It even teaches you a little bit of coding. You can play with your friends, teachers, have servers. It's just a lot of fun. You could visit this website and you would get to know a lot about it. One of the best things about Minecraft is how it's so simple yet so complex. I mean, at its heart, it's just placing a block and breaking one block. But you could just do so much with it. It's simple yet complex. Another great thing about Minecraft is it's so easy to learn. Actually, you don't even have to learn it. You can just play whatever you want, and as long as you're enjoying it, you are good at it. Let's talk of something really useful: world downloads. You can download other people's world and play in them. Personally, I use this a lot because it's just so much fun looking at what others created and sharing your designs with others. Minecraft is a family-oriented game. I mean, everyone in your family can play it. I have seen families which have their grandchildren and their grandparents and all of the other people playing Minecraft, and they open a LAN server and all of them enjoy Minecraft. I thought it deserved its own place. Minecraft Wiki. It's an external tool which helps you learn Minecraft. I mean, I remember in the olden days when we did not have like the recipe book, we just used to search up the recipe for something on the Minecraft Wiki and get the recipe there. I mean, look at all of the stuff you can do here, and it helps you learn Minecraft, and it guides you through how you can play Minecraft. It's a great tool to have. Number 76, it challenges your brain. In Minecraft, when you're playing, you have to think of so many things, and it's stimulating to your brain, and it challenges it. And that's what I love about Minecraft. If you ask me, Minecraft is one of the best ways to spend your time. I mean, spending your time with family is pretty important, but if you had to ask me the top 10 things I would do if I have free time, Minecraft would definitely be high on that list. You know how in certain games you could be an expert or pro in a game? In Minecraft, I believe that's not the case, because even if you've mastered redstone, building, and machinima, you still have command blocks to go. And after that, survival. And after that, I don't know, so many things you could do. So you're never a true pro in Minecraft, because it's just a huge game, and is something very, very unique to Minecraft. Number 79, there's nothing like this out there. I mean, of course, there are some fakes, but the true sense of Minecraft and all the features that Minecraft has and everything is just not there. Even if you combine a lot of games, you would never get an experience like Minecraft. In Minecraft, you pay one time and enjoy it throughout your life. You don't have to do any more purchases, you don't have to buy any more features, even the skins are free, and it's just one-time payment. You're done with that, and you can enjoy it for the rest of your life without paying even a cent more. We have loads of effects in Minecraft. I mean, even if I give you a look at them, you can see there are so many you could get, and they all help you throughout the game, and they're useful in some way or the other. It's time for it. Number 82 actually, myths. There are a lot of myths in Minecraft, and they're just fun to crack, and sometimes they're just made for fun, but myths make Minecraft great. Number 83, endgame. In Minecraft, there's a certain point after which you enter the end game. That's usually after you defeat the Ender Dragon, but once you head into the end game, it does not end, because it just gets bigger and bigger. Once you do something, you want to do something else, and then you expand on that, and then you can just go on forever. So there's no proper end game, but it just grows and grows. Number 84, role plays. You usually do them on servers with your friends, and sometimes people get the wrong impression of it, but role plays are fun, and they keep Minecraft entertaining. Number 85, boss battles. there are loads of boss battles in Minecraft, like the Ender Dragon battle, the Elder Guardian battle, and then we have the Wither, and there's just so many boss battles, and they're pretty fun to do if you don't cheat, that is. Number 86, potions. There are a lot of potions in Minecraft, and I've even built a potion drink system, and I'll leave the card in the top right hand corner of your screen if you want to check that one out for yourselves. But yeah, there are a lot of potions, and they give you loads of cool effects, and they're just good to have. Number 87, and one of my favorites, apart from farms, redstone, and storage systems, is automation. I love to do it, and it's just no other game gives you such great heights of automation, and you can just do a lot of it and create your self-sustainable ecosystem. I did not think I would talk about this, but I am going to talk about this now. Graphics. The graphics in Minecraft are so simple, yet so brilliant. I mean, people hate Minecraft for its graphics, but you know what? I love it. And if you look at Tetris, it has very less graphics, and they're very simple, but it's the number one game in the world. So yeah, graphics, I love them. Even if you differ, I don't really care. Minecraft graphics are great. We talked about graphics, and if you really hate them, you could get a shaders pack. And look at this, it looks so gorgeous. I mean, beaches. Let's look at the night thing. Night. Oh wow, that looks really good. And then, whoa, look at the rainbow there. Oh, that is just gorgeous. Add some shaders to your world, and they have such good graphics. I mean, I don't do them a lot because I enjoy the vanilla graphics. But if you want them, it's totally cool to have them, because if that's what you want, enjoy Minecraft. Number 90, there's no limit to the inspiration. I mean, I could just look at this cave and like, okay, I want to build a home here. I could look at this waterfall and say, oh, I want to build a hidden entrance there. I could look at something in real life and oh, I want to create that in Minecraft. Let's talk about something really close to my heart. It's survival multiplayer, or SMPs. I just love to play on those, even though I'm not playing one right now. If I could, it would be fantastic. And anytime playing with friends is just so much fun, and playing survival Minecraft with your friends, oh my god, it's just so much fun. And I think you should definitely check it out once. And it's just a great experience to have, survival multiplayer. Let's talk about weather now, because the weather in Minecraft keeps on changing. It's very erratic sometimes. It might rain and then a thunderstorm, and then you might see the sun. Just in short, the weather in Minecraft adds life to the game. There are a lot of structures in Minecraft. I mean, I'll just give you a look at them, and these are not even like all the structures we have, but just look at these. So many structures they're all over the world. They're in the end and in the overworld. There is one in the nether. The nether, I forgot its name, nether fortress, yeah. Okay, they are all over the world, and they add life to the game again. And you could find treasure in them, you could find loot in them, you can find special mobs in them, and they are just so much fun. Let's talk about it being AFK, away from keyboard. A lot of people who don't do automation, they're like, oh, why would you even do that? But as a technical player and a person who likes to automate everything he does, I love to AFK, and I just leave my computer running overnight on a server or on any world and just collect resources. AFKing in Minecraft, I don't think there's any other game which has so much importance for AFKing. And then we have pranks and traps. Now, they are a lot of fun to play again on SMPs or with your friends. So I built this simple trap. So when you open the chest, you die or whatever, you fall into some chamber, and you can do whatever you want with them. You can check this video out again in the admin calendar series. But yeah, pranks and traps add a lot of fun and a lot of engagement and enjoyment in Minecraft. This one came a little late, but enchantments. You can do a lot of enchantments to your stuff in Minecraft, and you use an enchantment table. I cannot spell enchantment. Okay, yeah, use an enchantment table for that. And look at this again. These are the number of things you could enchant. Oh my god, look at that. You could do literally a lot of enchantments, and they add just so much flavor to Minecraft. Okay, yeah, and some of them you don't get through enchantment table. You have to do special trading. That's another element of enchanting. Let's talk about something really good. Special mob drops. For example, just Nether Star. You get this after you kill the Wither, and you can make a beacon out of it. And special mob drops add this adventurous element to Minecraft. Minecraft is a game that's never too late to start. I mean, if you were playing Fortnite, if you start an year late, you lag that progress that others have made in the past year. But in Minecraft, because there's no winner or there's no end destination that you want to go, it's never too late to start. Even if you're 85 or let's just say 100, you can just start playing Minecraft now and enjoy to the fullest. Number 99, hidden entrances and inputs. For example, here is a hidden input and that's a hidden entrance. And I personally love to make these because it's just so much fun. I don't know why, but it is. But yeah, hidden entrances and hidden inputs. If you look at the whole video again and count the word which I have used the most, it would probably be Minecraft or fun, because the best word to describe Minecraft is fun. Anything you do and everything you do is just fun. Even grinding is fun in Minecraft. And finally, reason 101, there are a million other ones, because I just listed 101. You could do another 101, and you know what, I'll leave a comment saying give me your reasons, and then you can list out all the other reasons that you love to play Minecraft. Make sure you do that in the comment section below. I know this has been a long video, and I thank you all so much for watching all the way through. Today we'll make a perfect snow farm. This is good for farming, crafting, and storage. This is the perfect snow farm. Hello friends and fellow Minecrafters, it's me, Vardhan here, and today is day 24 of the Redstone Advent Calendar 2018. Yes, you're right, this is the final day of the Redstone Advent Calendar 2018, and I thought I will give you all a really cool design. So I spent quite some time, I would say 1.5 hours to 2 hours on this, and I was figuring out how to make a perfect design for you. And I think I have made a pretty good one. So yeah, this is the perfect snow farm. Now let's quickly take a look at it. Yeah, this is not just a command block. It just TPs you up there. And also, I have been giving you sneak peeks. So if you have been watching all my episodes very carefully, this has been there all along. And what I have done is just cloned it there. But if you have been watching it, you might have gotten a guess of what we were going to make. Okay, let's just start. So I have switched my game mode to survival to show you how this works, and let's just start, I guess. So I'll quickly just farm away all the snowballs here. Now there is a chance that some might despawn, but honestly, you farm so many, you won't even require any more. As you can see, a shovel gets renewed every time we break it, as you can see like that. And yeah, we're getting snowballs pretty fast here. Now I'll quickly show you what you do after you farm all the snowballs. So I'll just quickly switch this machine off. So I switched it off now, and then what you do is you just do a little bit of parkour, and then you go to the collection chest. Or what you could do if you just want to check out some snowballs is just do something like that. It's kind of tough to get it. What, I'll just let it be right now. But you could just come here and get your snowballs. You could just shift click them into your inventory like so, and then here's a crafting table, and then you just quickly craft all the snow blocks that you will require. Now I thought this would be a perfect design to end the advent calendar with, because it's Christmas time and you need to decorate everything with snow layers and snow blocks. So I thought it's a great opportunity to make such a design and share it with all of you. Now this chest is where you store it all. Now you could just put a shulker box loader here if that's what you want to do, it's fine. And then here are the chests that you fill your stone shovels into, and then I'll just quickly explain you how this works right now. Now I did call this the perfect snow farm, but of course you could do much better if you wanted to. Excuse me. Yeah, so what this basically is we have a snow golem, which is half a block above these two soul sand blocks, Now they are soul sand because the soul sand is not a full block and hoppers can suck items through it. So that just simplifies the process of item collection. And then the snow golem farms these snow layers. I mean, not forms, not farms, forms these snow layers. Now, in every biome, there's a different height level at which these snow layers generate. I'll leave them down in the description for you to check out, so that you know where to build, at what Y level to build this. And then after that, that is basically the snow layer regeneration system. Now we have this stone shovel renewer I would use. Okay, so basically you run out of it and then you need more. That is what this circuit does. It just gives you more of them. So I have a simple hopper clock here that you can lock with this lever, and I have two droppers, one going out in this direction into the hopper, and that hopper just puts it here, so that if your inventory is full, it just cycles it, and therefore renewing them even more. And then that is how you get your stone shovels renewed. And then the collection system is pretty easy, and the crafting system is even more easy. So there's basically a crafting table and a double chest for you to store your items in. That is how this whole system works. Now again, this is the advent calendar, so I don't make tutorials, but if you want me to make one and go in depth of how the whole system works block for block, let me know down in the comment section below. I will love to do it for you. Now I don't have any notes specific to this design here because it is just so perfect and you don't need any notes for this, but I will give you some notes related to the restaurant advent calendar series and my YouTube channel. Okay. At last, I'll be able to say it. The world download for this world is available today. In this episode's description, you will find the world download to all of the designs we have worked on, so that you can look at them and just play with them or learn something from them or do whatever you want to do. I'm fine with it. And then tomorrow, on 25th December, that is tomorrow's video, I have a really important poll coming up for you all. So make sure you go there and vote in the poll. It's really crucial. Make sure you do that. That is how you make a perfect snow farm in Minecraft. And if you have watched all of the episodes in the Restaurant Advent Calendar series, make sure you comment strings and wings down in the comment section below and let me know you have watched all the episodes. And if you love the series, make sure you let me know that also in the comment section below. But anyways guys, thanks for watching everyone, and I'll see you in the next one. Today we'll make a simple TNT cannon. Whee! Boom! Let's start. Hello friends and fellow Minecrafters, it's me, Vardhan here, and today is day 9 of the Restaurant Advent Calendar 2018. And today we'll be building a slime block TNT launcher. So let's begin. Now I'll quickly show you how this design works. So you put the TNT next to the obsidian block, and then you hit the button and the TNT launches itself. As you can see, it goes pretty far. The distance for this cannon is 35 blocks on average. You can just put the TNT down and it will keep on launching. So I will be making a tutorial for an automatic one, so in which you just place the TNT and it shoots it, and a one for when you press the button and it dispenses the TNT and launches it. So you can look forward to that. But yeah, this is how this design works. So I'll quickly explain how this design works. So first of all, we have two slime pistons with slime blocks on top of them. So when you hit this button, what happens is the TNT activates, and then this piston goes up, and then 1 tick later this piston extends, actually 2 ticks later because of the block. So what happens is the TNT activates, this piston goes up, and immediately after that this piston shoots it there. So that is how this design works. And because we don't make tutorials in the Advent Calendar series, I'll just quickly give you a look around this design so that you can build it if you want. So yeah, that is how this design works. Welcome to the notes section. So we have multiple notes today. First of all, the world download will be available on the 24th day of the Restaurant Advent Calendar, and on Christmas we'll be looking at all the designs we have worked on. Secondly,
you cannot change all the timings on this design, because if you just change them, it might not work and explode your contraption, and all your efforts will be go down the drain. And at last, this command block is here to fill the hole made by this TNT cannon. So when I press this command block, I mean the button on the command block, it fills out all the blocks and resets the shooting range. So if you want, when I give you a world download, if you want to try this out, you don't have to go there and fill the blocks again and again. You can just press this button and it will work just fine. Yeah, that is how you make slime block TNT launchers in Minecraft. And if you want to learn some really cool circuits that you can put in your world and some really cool contraptions as well, make sure you check out the Restaurant Advent Calendar series. We have worked on so many of these now, and we'll be going on till 25th. But anyways guys, thanks for watching everyone, and I'll see you in the next one. If you liked what you saw, make sure to hit the like button, and if you want to see more of these, make sure you subscribe, because it really helps motivate me.
Hello fellow school going gamers, my name is Vardhan, and today I have 5 door pranks for you.
Now all of these are they use some redstone, but some are simple, some are complex. You will know as you see them, and I'll just be showcasing them and just explaining how everything works in this video. But in, I think, the next 3 days you will get another video. You get a tutorial in the next video, all the houses and how to do all the redstone behind them. But yeah, without any further ado, let's start with the showcase for the first house.
I love my house, and it's a cute little thing in the middle of nowhere.
And what? Can't get into my house. Oh no. Also everyone, do you see this reference? Do you see what both of these nameplates have in common other than home? Yeah, if you don't get the reference, stick around to the end and I'll reveal what the reference is. But you have to watch right till the end, okay? So there you saw my friend V, and because he couldn't get into his house, but no problem. So this house, this is really simple, as you'll see right now. I'll try not to show you the other redstone. Yeah, so it's really simple. You just have a pressure plate going into a redstone dust, and then just going into a piston that just breaks the door. So this is really simple prank, and it's a one-time use only, unfortunately. So you cannot really use it multiple times. So yeah, that's how you do it. And actually it's a very nice trap, because you can't get into this house after this as well, because the thing blocks you constantly. And if you have seen my video about slime block launchers, you will know this thing. But let's move on to the next house now.
You know what? I'll go to my other house, because that house did not work. I'm not feeling good. So I'll go to this one. Yeah. Oh, what? Why do I have lava here? What is this? I fell from a high place. What? Someone is really naughty. They made me fall here. That's not good of them. Yeah, not good.
So yeah, you saw my friend died there again. I feel sorry for him now. But anyway, I'll just show you the redstone behind this one. It's quite simple actually. So this is the trapdoor that we have in our 10th episode of Advent Calendar. It's a quick trapdoor there. And then what you do is, as soon as this thing goes off, this pressure plate, it gets a signal, and then it goes into these pistons, which just basically get these 2 blocks out of the way, and these 2 here. And then we extend these blocks, these ones. So what happens here is, this block here after the pressure plate and this one, the door is on, they both retract, and then some blocks extend here. So you can basically not escape this, because if you go in front, and then these blocks block you, and then you just fall into this. Now we have some lava here, so that the health of the victim or your friend reduces a little bit, and then they just fall to their death. Of course, because it's a prank, it's not something serious or anything serious actually. We have hoppers here so that they don't lose their items, and the major reason I made this drop shoot is because I didn't want to make them lose their items. I was going to kill them in lava, but I thought it was really rude for them to lose their items. So yeah, basically this is what I've got, just a hopper, and then everything they lose goes into that chest. So yeah, and there was a little bit of XP, that's fine. It's not a prank. Who really cares? But yeah, now let's move on to the next house.
You know what? I hate those houses a lot now. I'll just go to this one. It's the big one. Yeah, I like this one. Oh, I just changed my game mode to creative real quickly, because I don't want to die again. So yeah. Ah! Creepers! Ah! Oh, I'm glad I'm in creative mode. Haha! take that, you creeper. Did anyone call the cleaning agency?
Yeah. So yeah, looks like our friend got pranked there, and if he was in survival mode, he could have been killed, but unfortunately, I gave him creative mode. I'm so sorry for that, everyone. But yeah, this trap is this prank or trap is a really simple setup. It is so easy. I'll just quickly show you. But the problem is you have to, the way to get it's really easy to make actually, but difficult to set up because you have to get the creepers in there. And what would happen is basically he would come and then the creeper would just explode in his face, and even if they don't, it's quite funny. So yeah, basically the what is it called? Pressure plate. The pressure plate activates this restaurant dust, and then these observers just link it through, take to the piston extends this slime block, and it activates. The trapdoor is just there so that basically the creepers don't get stuck, because if the door is like there, actually I'll just place it quickly. The door would be there so that they don't get stuck and they're all already aligned. So yeah, that's why the trapdoor is there. But yeah, it's really simple but difficult to set.